particularly in the center of defense for Ghana?
Tough question. You mentioned Jiku. I think of Jiku and Salisu. The problem I have with that combo is that they haven't played a lot of active football this season. Somebody will argue and say the season has just started, granted, but the gentlemen have barely played.
I mean, even Jiku wasn't part of his plans.
Yes.
And before he got sacked, so who knows, maybe he has a redemption.
I think the last update, he was trying to get a move to Russia. Mo Salisu is part of Monaco's team. He hasn't played any minute of Ligue 1 football this season. It's to me a huge concern. If I look at the players who are active, Jerome Opoku looked fairly stable against Chad, so that's somebody I would consider. Jonas Ajete didn't convince me that much against Chad, so I'm not sure you want to throw him into a game like this. That's a decision for Otuado. So I guess you go with Jerome Opoku, and you hope that Salisu and Jiku will use experience and chemistry to guide them through that game. The downside of those two, or the downside in terms of those two, is that because they haven't been fully active, they will start to tire after about 65 to 70. Where does Otuado go in terms of options? Because once the game starts to get stretched at that point, the Malians will start to think that that's a point of weakness that they can capitalize on. So I guess that's my answer really. Jerome Opoku, Salisu, and Jiku, all three or maybe two of the three, and then the changes are made as the game goes on.
Absolutely. And for you as well, Mr. Remark, what midfield pairing would you like to see?
Well, I would want to take it from the back. You know, I look at Otuado, I've watched his game, analyze some of his games, and I feel that he will be playing a three-back with wing-backs in this particular game. So I'm expecting Jiku, I'm expecting Jerome Opoku, and then Jonas Ajete to be the back three for this particular game. I've loved what Caleb Renchi, the Nigerian guy, I love what he's doing. Because Derek Cohen couldn't get his FIFA, nationality switch approved, I'm sure he's going to still start with Gideon Mensah. So I see Gideon Mensah and Caleb playing as the wing backs in this particular game. And I'm expecting them to also contribute to attack, because if you look at the game we play against Chad, we were trying to create chances from the middle. We weren't exploring our left backs and then the right back. But
that was probably because Gideon Mensah, who's been underwhelming for the Black Stars, was playing there.
Yeah, and it is because we also don't have option. Because I look at the bench and you see
Tariq Lamptey can play.
You see Tariq Lamptey can play, but it looks like the African game is too physical for Tariq Lamptey. I've not been convinced.
So Madagascar have just taken the lead against Chad. Madagascar have taken the lead against Chad.
It's not surprising.
It had to be done, and they are doing it.
Yes, they are. And that takes them second, on the level on points with Ghana. So I will go with the back three with Gideon and Renchi as the wing backs. And then in midfield, I would have loved to play in Zibo and then Thomas Partey. But then again, trust me, and knowing Otuado, he will play Salis and he will play Thomas Partey in that midfield. That is what he's going to do. I'll play a front three of Kudus, Antoine, and then Jordan Ayew. I don't think this is a game I would want to start Inaki Williams. I just hope that.
What about Kamaldeen Sulemana?
Kamaldeen Sulemana from the bench.
But if you're playing with wing backs, I don't think it will be ideal for Kamaldeen. Because you want to have exploit his explosive pace.
Yes.
Of course.
But defensively.
So Felix, your setup had wing backs in
it. So I'm playing a three back. I'm playing Jerome Opoku, Jonas Ajete, and then Jiku as the back. Gideon Mensah, and then Caleb Renchi as the wing backs. Then I have two midfielders. I would have loved.
Why would you not have Tariq Lamptey as your wing back?
I feel this game will be too physical for Tariq Lamptey. He also hasn't played a lot of games. And first of all, I don't think Salisu will start this game. And I'm sure it is one of the reasons why he didn't even get back to the dressing room quickly with his colleagues. I'm sure by early morning, they all knew who. Salisu having had a lot of preseason games, he hasn't even started the season. I will slot in Jiku because I know if Jiku on a bad day, his physicality will be needed, his leadership will be needed. And that is the reason why Jiku will walk into that team.
Okay.
I would love to see Zibo start, but I know Otuado will start Salis. And then I'm sure that Thomas Partey. I'll need that progressive passes. I look through the midfield. I think that it is Thomas Partey who can give me that progressive passes. And then also, because if we are attacking, we can have the wing backs attack. If you are defending, then it becomes a back five, and then it makes sense a bit pragmatic. That is the reason why I'm going for the wing backs.
Wow, but Nathan, I'm sure you have an alternative lineup as well. What would you like to see start? What lineup would you like to see with regards to formation, and why?
Well, I think I largely agree with Felix on the shape. Go with the back three. I would go with Tariq as the right wing back. I keep Gideon Mensah as the left wing back. I would go with the midfield two of Kwesi Zibo and Thomas Partey. Now, I don't know how fit Partey is, because the reports we are getting is that he suffered a bit of ill health, right? So I don't know what he can give us in terms of durability. Can he give us 90 minutes? I'm not sure. But if you are playing Kwesi Zibo, you have somebody who's already in motion. He has had minutes. He's fresh. He's on form. And he'll be enthusiastic. The only challenge is that in that enthusiasm lies the possible danger. He's a yellow card magnet. I guess it comes with the territory. When you play in this position, you are very likely to pick up the cards here and there. But the point is, you want a player who have a bit of a presence in midfield to combat what the Malians are going to throw at the Blacks. So that's what I would do. And then the front three, I will go with Antoine Semenyo. I will go with Jordan. And then I will go with Kamal Dean. I say that
no Kudus.
Why? I forgot that. I guess Kamal Dean starts off the bench then. Then I go with Kudus. You see, on one hand, I would have wanted to see Kamal Dean start, but it's always good to have such weapons in reserve. When you need them, you throw them on. What I would want to see a lot more of is Kudus making sharper decisions on the ball, raising his head and finding players.
And releasing the ball
as early as possible. And then for Antoine Semenyo, I need him to be a bit more patient in front of goal. You can tell that he's eager to score. Now you can tell he's getting into the position.
Am I wrong to say we have two types of Antoine, the one at Bournemouth and the one with the national team?
I mean, I guess when he plays for Ghana, that's the point I'm making, that when I watch him play for the national team, he's eager, sometimes a bit too eager. And look, my observation is this: I would want Antoine in a position where he's taking shots at that goal with his right foot, not with his left. Because once the ball falls onto his left, it's all power and no control. So Otuado has to really think about, where do I get this guy so that when he has to make an attempt, it's on a right foot with a good balance of power and control. Once the ball is falling on Antoine Semenyo's left foot, it's all power, no control. And against Chad, we saw twice he ballooned the ball when maybe an extra touch, see the goalie, put it beyond him, and we are good to go. So now he's getting into the good positions. It's not a matter of deciding what it is he wants to do, right? I wouldn't start Iñaki not because he's a bad player. He's just not having a good patch. And sometimes when players are going through these rough patches, you bench them. When they come on later, they would have read the defense. They would have figured out how to be a bit more effective, right? And then you have Kamal Dean also in reserve that you can throw on. So that would be my selection for this game.
Because see, I want to add a quick one to what Nathan said. You see, I look at our problems and I think that it's more of coaching. The reason why we are not getting the best from Antoine and Inaki. See, national team football, it is not as easy as club football where you spend a lot of time with the squad. So at the national team, you have to play to the strength of your team, especially the attackers. Because at the national team football, the most important thing is the win, the 3 points. Because normally you are playing at a tournament where you need a win, or you are playing at a qualifier. So what you do is, you talk to your midfielders, you ask your attackers, how do you want the ball? Inaki will tell you, I want the ball with a lot of space in front of me. And I go back to when Asamoah was scoring, when Matoma was scoring. What we used to do is that Asamoah will want the ball at his feet or maybe in the air. So when Kodjo Asamoah gets the ball, he's giving it. When Wakasu Mubara gets the ball, he's gone. When Achu gets the ball, he is gone. When Kodjo Asamoah gets the ball, he is gone. So the team was set up in the way to feed the attackers, because as for the defenders, you don't need to change a lot of things. They are just there to stop the attack, but you need your attackers to score goals for you. So it is important that you talk to your midfielders and ask your attackers how well they won the ball. And I think it is something that we haven't really done with Antoine and then Inaki Willis. And that's the reason why they come into the national team and then they struggle.
Wow, so he has outlined it very, very well. Benghazi is still here with us as well. I mean, these tactical conundrums are ones that we've all been trying to solve for a very long time, because we clearly have the quality. But before we come to what they've both given their starting lineups and why they feel those players should start. What would be your ideal starting lineup and why?
Just a slight change from what both Felix and our brother it gave out. So I'll stick to the 3-3 system.
Okay.
I say so because the change obviously will be from the middle three and the front three. For the back line, even in goal, I think I'll still stay with Asari Benjamin any day to Asisegi or the other gentleman in there. I think Asari brings some level of calmness in goal for Ghana. I think I'll stick with Chirinchi for us in Chad. And even in a friendly game in London as well, Chirinchi was very impressive. So Chirinchi will stay at right back. Left back, obviously Gideon Mensah will be the option because then we don't have Derek Cohn available. So Gideon will still play for us, even though I feel he's not fully fit. If you watch Gideon very, very well in the game against Chad, clearly something was wrong with Gideon Mensah on that day. Either he wasn't fully fit or something, because there was something off with his running in the game against
very lethargic,
Chad.
very lethargic.
Very much so. So let's hope he improves in the game today in absence of Derek Cohn. Now, the first pair, fortunately for us, we have, big man back in our team, Jiku I mean, and Felix indicated that he brings so much calmness, experience, and then physicality to his game. That will be so crucial for the game today because see, Mali have players up there who play on that. Sinayoko and others rely so much on their strength up there. And so you have someone like Jiku who has the strength to match them. That will be crucial for Ghana in this game. I wish we had a Salisu who was active, was seeing a lot more minutes to pair with Jiku. Because that pair, I'm sure,
Blackgate, I'm afraid if I ask Blackgate to give us a starting lineup, you cause problems.
I'm not going to give you any starting line.
I mean your preferred team. What team, based on the strengths this Mali team possesses?
I would like to see Inaki William draw for Kamaldeen Suleimana.
That's the only change you want to see?
That's the only change. And I want to see Thomas Partey back into the team, as well as Alexander Jiku as well in the team, because we need experience. But I think the starting 11 will do for me. So I'm looking out for 3 substitutions. Thomas Partey into midfield. Kamaldeen Suleimana should be starting ahead of Inaki Williams up front. And then Alexander Jiku should partner either Jerome Opoku or Ajete at the back there. Then I think we are good to go. Because if you look at the Blacks, it's not that they were bad, but they played in the faces of the game against Chad, and they didn't actually exerted their superiority on the game in the faces of the game. They played as if there was nothing at stake. They played very casual. But at the end of the day, the missed chances came back to haunt them. And I think Antoine Semenyo in particular will look at himself in that game and say, never again. I don't want to be seen playing like the way I did against Chad. The chances I missed, these are the caliber of chances that I should be putting away. And they've got to understand that this evening, they have an awkward opponent put in front of them in the form of Mali. Madagascar basically will be wrapping up that game. They'll be on par with us in terms of point build up on 16 points each. The Black Stars got to win this game. As to how we found ourselves in this awkward situation, it's another thing altogether. But if you look at the mood, if you look at the turn up, the stands are gradually filling up. And you can see the big match settings here at Accra Sports Stadium. And the players, I'm sure they will turn up and deliver something spectacular this evening here.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Blackgate. It's exactly an hour to kick off. When we get wind of the lineup, we'll bring that to you. But Kobe Perry is still here, and he would like to test the pulse once again with 1 hour to go, what people feel and what they are looking forward to. Over to you, Kobe.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kosifiaka. Still getting some fun.
Jordan Ayew will score, Kudus will score, Semenyo too will score.
All right, so Jordan Ayew, Kudus, and Semenyo on the score sheet for Mr. Drone. Thank you very much, sir. Still getting some fun reaction. Good evening, sir.
Evening.
Your name, please.
Mark.
What are your expectations for this particular game, sir?
The expectation is just win. We don't need draw, we don't need lose, just win.
Nothing else but a win.
Just win. That is why we are here in our numbers.
All right. What are some of the goal predictions for you?
I'll predict 3-1. Kudus to score, Antoine Semenyo, then Antoine Semenyo 2, Kudus 1.
Wow. It looks like a lot of people have Kudus and Antoine Semenyo on the scorecards for them. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Your name, please.
My name is Ronnie Ashley.
Looking forward for this particular game. It looks like a lot of hopes are very, very high on the Black Stars winning this particular one. Do you think that the game can be won in the first half?
Oh yes, for sure. For the first half, I think we can do our best. When we try our best, we can win it.
When you say when we try our best, in what form? Are you expecting some particular players to start? In our games against Chad, we didn't get Jiku starting, we didn't get Partey starting. We have our new teammate Sibo in the squad as well. Do you expect these new additions to help us win this particular one in the first half?
It's a must-win game, so definitely we have to win. So for sure, we have to win it.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Hello, good evening, sir.
Oh no, you can talk to this man.
Why you are avoiding me? You are obviously expecting a Black Stars win. So just talk to me. What are your expectations for this particular game?
Spirit is down.
Your spirit is down.
This match will let my.
Why is your spirit down though?
Oh, Ghana have been following Ghana.
Charlie, some of you are still not over the Chad draw.
I mean.
Is it? No, wait. You see, this is Sporting FM. Is it because you had some bets on maybe over 2.5 or 2 up or something like that?
No. This is not about bets. I mean, we are talking about reality. You understand? I mean, Chad.
You mean Chad? But Chad
Chad was what?
Chad over 2.5 for Ghana, yeah?
but we weren't able to score.
Charlie, the Sporting Stock Exchange, a lot of things went down the drain that day.
All my bets went through.
Except Ghana.
Oh, Ghana disappointed me, you know. But it's normal, you know, it's the game.
Today, are you in the market again?
1.5.
Come on. Yes, so you heard it right. The Sporting Stock Exchange. Go on your betting apps and definitely put some odds on the game and definitely be cashing out soon. Sir, what are your expectations towards the match, though?
Oh, Ghana is going to win, you know. We are going to win. But I think the match is going to be 1.5, yeah. There's going to be go. Each side is going to score.
So you mean Mali is also going to score?
Yeah, but Ghana is 2-1. The match is 2-1. 3-1.
3-1 or 2-1, right? All right, I want to ask you this particular question. Now, there's been a lot of talk about Otuado, that's the Ghana head coach. What do you think, personally, from your own perspective, does he have complete control over this particular team? Does he have enough tactical debris for this particular team? Hey, what did you say?
PE teacher.
Otuado?
Physical education teacher.
Oh, how? No. This is not. He says he's a...
Lenient on the players. He should go hard on the players. Talk to them.
Well, on that particular score, yesterday his press conference, he says we can hear from his voice that he has lost his voice. He does a lot of screaming on the touchline, but the players do not hear.
It's not about screaming. It's about.
So you know they won't make you lose in voice. You don't make him.
Because I make you lost.
Charlie.
It's all about tactics, you know. Tactics, you know, are whack. See.
So you are trying to say he's tactically bankrupt. That's what you're saying.
Bankrupt because let me tell you something. When you watch the match today, Madagascar scored Chad 3-1. You saw what Madagascar coach did. You saw what he did. Charlie, you should back up.
It's a PE teacher.
All right. Thank you very much. Obviously, I just saw my senior man. Hello.
Very good.
All right. So any predictions?
Well, Ghana is winning by 2-0. Probably Kudus is getting a goal, and maybe our very own Anthems. We're expecting a goal from him.
Because Semenyo is not able to translate that particular form in his club level into the national team. Why do you think that is so?
It is very true, but don't forget that it's two different teams. The national team is totally different from the club side. Right. With the club side, looking at the players, doing the supplies, and you know when he comes here, the role given to him is totally different. But I'm expecting a goal from him today. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, so still getting some fun reactions. Sir, please, what are your reactions for this particular game?
Oh, for now, my belief is for Ghana to win. If you don't win, I just look at the table and we need to win at all costs. So at all costs.
At all costs, it means you have a personal vendetta. Are you looking forward to USA, Canada, and Mexico?
As if you know, that's what I'm looking up to. And I'm not even looking at Mexico. Canada or US, yeah. Canada or Mexico.
We shouldn't have Mexico. All right. Thank you very much. Anytime goal scorers though.
Semenyo and Bruce. Sure.
All right, let's get to these, man. Please, what are your reactions for this particular game? Any expectations for this particular game? A lot of people were with Ghana having a 1-1 draw. Expectations for this particular game. Do you think Ghana will win, or Ghana will lose, or Ghana will draw? Oh no. All right, sure, sir. All right, sir. What are your expectations for this particular game?
Well, we are expecting a 10. In the US.
A lot of Ghanaians have their feature in the US.
The US. So this understand. So you're expecting a win. At least just give us a win. Let majority of Ghanaians who want to find their greener pastures where they can go. Then at least.
You don't want any.
Yes,
the players should do well.
Yes.
As you can hear, the fan reaction as the players. And that is getting some fan reactions. We are getting a. And you know that Ghanaians love their players, regardless of the fans, regardless of the past draws. The Ghanaians always have the Black Stars. Ghanaians are always expecting the Black Stars. Sir, I want to get some fun reactions from you. What are your expectations for this particular game?
Ghana has to win. I don't really watch ball, but Ghana has to win.
You don't really watch football? No, so what drew you out today?
Come again?
What drew you out to come and watch the game today?
I just had to follow my dad to come and watch.
Okay, so you came with your dad. Yeah. Okay, Daddy. What are your expectations for this particular game, Daddy?
My expectations is that Ghana should win so that the gap in the league will be widened and our qualification will be assured. Yeah.
It looks like a lot of people are talking about the qualifications.
Yeah.
USA, Canada, and Mexico.
Yeah.
Do we all have plans of traveling?
Oh no! For me, I don't have that money to travel.
Maybe your boy would have that. Maybe he has his visa ready. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. All right, so still getting fan reactions. Sir, please, what are your expectations for this particular game? Expectations for this particular game, sir?
Ghana will win 2-0.
2-0. Anytime goal scorers, sir?
You said, say again, bro.
Anytime goal scorers?
Mohamed Kudus and Jordan Ayew.
Everybody's expectant. Most goal scorer in the Black Stars currently, Jordan Ayew. Everybody expecting Jordan Ayew to do the business today. Sir, what are your reactions for this particular game?
Oh, we are expecting to win.
It's about a win, but not even a draw.
No draw.
People complain about Otuado not having a tactical grasp on this particular team. Do you also thought?
Yes, I agree with them. Look at the way the team is playing. I don't see the hand on the team.
Wow. Do you think this game should be won in the first half?
Every win is a win. All we have to do is to win.
Well, people have the narrative that we do not want to go goalless in the first half, and there will be a lot of pressure on the players in the second half. That was why I was asking whether we can win this particular game in the what are your reactions? Do you think this Ghana Black Star team should be able to win this particular game against Mali? Who are you expecting to give us a very, very dominant performance in this particular game?
I can't mention anyone, but
Mohamed. Their reaction. Good evening. I can see you cropping a Black Stars jersey. Are you a Ghanaian football fan?
Yeah.
All right, so you're supporting Ghana for this particular game.
Exactly.
What are the predictions for you?
2-1 Ghana.
2-1 Ghana. Are you expecting to score?
Actually, I can't tell, but
you can't tell. Yeah. All right. I hope you're enjoying your stay. Thank you. Your name?
Abbas.
What are you expecting in this particular game, Mr. Abbas?
3-1 for Ghana.
3-1 for Ghana. All right. What about you?
2-0 for Ghana.
2-0 for Ghana. Nice. And you can see a young lad brought by his parents to the stadium to enjoy the game as well. Still getting some fun reactions. What are your expectations for this game, sir?
Okay, I expect nothing but a 2-0 win for Ghana.
Nothing but a 2-0 win. The 2-0 should come in the first half or in the second half?
Either halves.
Either halves. The way you said either halves, it means like you are on the Sporting Stocks Exchange. Yeah, you double in the business. The way you said either half, yes, over 1.5 for you, right?
Yeah, over 1.5.
Come on. That's nice. So what about you?
First half win, second half draw for Ghana.
So first half win, second half draw Ghana. Wow. You obviously you are a Sporting Stocks Exchange person. Yes. Obviously. Still getting some fun reactions from the Ghanaian supporters. Most of them here are What are your expectations for this particular game?
I want Ghana to win by 3-1. Yeah.
Anytime goal scorer, sir.
Let me see. Anyone can score. But at least I want our forward to score goals.
So Jordan Ayew, Semenyo, Kudus.
I want Kudus to score 2 goals for me today.
All right, Kudus should score 2 goals for you.
Yes, I will.
Yes, I'm sure your star boy will do that for you. Sir, hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Ghana.
You're supporting Ghana. Are you expecting Ghana to win? Any players that you are expecting to watch today?
I don't know any.
Any of the Ghanaian players, right? Thank you very much. Sir,
yes.
Your expectations for the game?
I'm believing Ghana to win by 3 goals to 1. Yes.
Anytime goal scorer, sir.
we just need a win, so not really considerate about who's.
You're not considerate about who's scoring. All you need is a win. Do you think that this game can be won in the first half?
Possibly yes. Possibly yes. If we are having a very strong midfield, which I think some changes will occur within the first lineup that we had against Chad. So hopefully, we're hoping for the best.
Since you're talking about the lineup, you're expecting Kudus to start. You're expecting Jiku to start, right?
Of course, and
all right. Ada, you can hear the euphoria. You can hear the buzz in the stadium as the Ghanaian players take the field for their warm-up, and a lot of reactions. You can see a lot of flashlights, phone lights on. And the atmosphere is buzzing. Trust me, I can tell you that Ghanaians love their football. Ghanaians really, really do love their football, regardless of the much unexpected draw against Chad. They have come here in their numbers. The stadium is packed. I can see a lot of flashlights. They're just videoing their players as Ghanaians take the field for their warm-up. Trust me, Ghanaians love their football regardless. Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening. Osei Ghana.
Osei Ghana, right? Osei Ghana. All right. Sir, what is your expectation for this match?
Ghana should win, because if Ghana will win, then very, very close to the qualification to the World Cup. So I wish them, but it will not be an easy match. 2-1.
All right, so it will not be an easy match for you, but you wish that Ghana will win 2-1. All right. Ghana should win. Thank you very much for the support. Sir, what about you?
3-1, definitely 3-1 for Ghana.
Definitely 3-1 for Ghana. Osei Ghana. All right, sir. Let me get some more reactions from here. Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, what's up?
What are your expectations for this particular game, sir?
Ghana 2-0.
Ghana what?
Ghana 2-0.
2-0 for Ghana.
Yeah.
Anytime goal scorers for you, sir?
I say the 20th minute, Ghana gonna score one.
The 20th minute. That's very, very specific. Are you a betting man? Are you on the Sporting Stock Exchange? What kind of prophecy is this?
That's my gut feeling.
That's your gut feeling. Then I'm telling you right now, since I'm from Sporty FM, you should go on the SportyBet app right now and make sure you put it up. There's an option for anytime goal scoring. Yes, on 20th minute, you expect Ghana to score. And trust me, you are amazed by the odds that you might win on that particular gut feeling. So make sure you get on the SportyBet app right now and then put it down, right? Put it down just before the game starts. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. What are your expectations for the game, sir?
2-0.
2-0 for Ghana, right? Anytime goal scorers. So what about you? All right, so you can see the euphoria is going crazy. The players are going to receive some. Say hi. Just say hi. Just say hi. What are your expectations for this particular game?
It should be a win for Ghana.
It should be a win for Ghana. How many goals?
3-0.
3-0. Anytime goal scorers for you? Any of the players you want to score?
Antoine.
Antoine?
Yeah.
Maybe Mohamed Kudus, Jordan Ayew.
Jordan Ayew, yeah.
All right. What about you? What are predictions for this particular game?
2-0.
2-0. All right. Anytime goal scorers? Kudus?
Antoine Semenyo.
Antoine Semenyo as well. All the star boys are getting all the love. Kudus, Antoine Semenyo, Jordan, are you getting the love from the fans? I'm still going through. The crowd is buzzing. The reaction is crazy. Hello, sir.
I beg my.
What are your expectations for the game?
5-0.
5-0. Wow, that's the biggest prediction I've gotten so far. 5-0. He's expecting Ghana to win 5-0. Anytime goal scorers for you, sir?
Kudus 3.
Kudus will score a hat-trick in this game. Jordan 1, Inaki 1. Yes, that's coming from this particular gentleman. Still getting some predictions from this particular game. Sir, what are your expectations for the game?
3-1 for Ghana.
3-1 for Ghana. Anytime goal scorers, sir? Anytime goal scorers.
Jordan, Kudus, always. Bakamadin and Bonsuba will come in and do wonders.
All right, so watch out for Kamaldeen and Bonsuba. They are expecting. Well, I can see a familiar face in the crowd. Let me speak to Honorable. What's your name?
From Tamale.
All right, all the way from Tamale to witness the Black Star at Accra Sports Stadium. So, what are your expectations for this particular match?
No, the Blaster will score them about 3-1.
Black Stars will win by 3-1. All right, sure. What are your expectations when it comes to our tactical play? Should we go into the game forehand, attacking, dominating this particular game?
No, any tactical the Blaster play, they will score them.
You have to win this game.
Inshallah. Because of the jersey where you wear. The jersey is a traditional jersey for Ghana.
All right, because of the jersey we have won, you expect that Ghana should win. The traditional yellow.
Yes.
All right. No doubt about that. Thank you very much for your thoughts as well. Alaji right there saying that he expects Ghana to win because we are wearing the traditional yellow for our warm-up. I see a brother here, an old vandal to be precise. Good evening, sir. What are your expectations for this game? All right, so I need to talk about this. Well, anywhere you go, you know that fans will definitely want to wear their Club World Cup jersey with their gold badge to flaunt it in front of everybody. You know the Chelsea fans, and obviously my brother here is wearing a Chelsea jersey, flamboyant with his gold badge. Obviously, sure, in as much as it's a Ghana match, he's still repping Chelsea everywhere he goes, and that's a brother, that's a vandal. Thank you very much for that one, sir. What are
I'm expecting the best from
maybe Kudus. That means Ghana should win just by a goal to nil. 3 goals. So Kudus is scoring a hat trick.
Kudus brace and probably
Kudus brace and probably Jordan. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Still getting some fun reactions. Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
What are your expectations for this particular game, sir?
Sure, because Madagascar has won today and they are at par with us now. So we have to win to take the lead with the 3 points. So you have to download the 3 points today.
You have to download the 3 points today. Those are the words from sir. Thank you very much, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What?
We are here to win. Nothing else. Must win. I see you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
What's your name? Ahmed. Mohammed. I think I have to win it.
4-0.
4-0. Wow, that's a big 4-0. Wow. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Ryan.
How many goals do you expect Ghana to win?
I think I'd say 5-4.
5-0. That's a high scoring game. Well, yeah. Sports Stadium, the energy is charged. Trust me, the super packed. The energy is charged. Everybody's expecting Ghana should win this particular game regardless. No matter what happens, everybody I have spoken to now expects Ghana to win, to be dominant in this particular game. The fans are here. It's a Monday evening. People have closed from work and they have all trooped into the Accra Sports Stadium and are very, very expectant that Ghana dominates this game and win massively. Trust me, the expectations are so high, and that it should never, ever go wrong for the game. Trust me, I'm still trying to get some more reactions from the fans. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, please, what are your expectations for this particular game?
My favorite team.
Your expectations for this particular game?
Oh, Ghana is going to score.
Ghana is going to win. How many goals, sir?
2 goals.
2 goals. Anytime goal scorers. Kudus and Jordan Ayew. Right. Thank you very much, sir. Still getting some reactions and predictions from the fans. I want to go to the VIP end. Let's move to the VIP end, sir. All right. So I'm still getting through the crowd to get some more reactions from the fans. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
What are you at this particular game, sir?
Well, looking at the kind of quality of players we have at the moment, the most important thing is how we can side them up. And you can see we are doing that. We are giving them the full support. So we are trying them to win this match so that we have a place in the World Cup. Yeah, my prediction is at least 2-0.
At least 2-0. It means 2 or more. Anytime goal scorers.
Well, for now I cannot tell. Yes, but I know 2-0 will do for us.
There's a lot of talk, especially when Ghana drew against Chad, that we do not have a tactically astute coach on the bench of the Black Stars. Do you agree with that inclination?
Honestly, I don't like to talk sports. Yeah, I mean, we are here for sports. Once it's Ghana.
Predictions for this particular game, sir.
My colleagues said.
Thank you very much. Sir, Honorable, good evening.
Good evening.
What are your expectations for this particular game, sir?
I just want a win for Black Star.
A 1-0 win. You just want a win. Whichever way. At the end of the game, we just have to have the 3 points.
That's all.
Wow. What about you, sir?
By any means possible.
By any means possible, as you hear. He says by any means possible. Whether it's by a penalty, whether it's by an offside goal, regardless, at the end of the game, the Black Stars should be carrying away the 3 points. And that is the expectation from the fans here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Let's take some more reactions from the fans here. Daddy, good evening.
Good evening.
What are your expectations for the game, sir?
A Ghana win.
A Ghana win. How many goals, sir?
Well, at least 2-0.
2-0.
Madagascar have just defeated Chad 3-1.
Yes.
Which puts them level on points with us. So
yes, we are only on top of the table by goal difference.
By goal difference, so we need to win.
We need to win regardless, and those are the chances, those are the aspirations from the Ghanaian fans. Anytime goal scorers, sir, for you?
I beg your pardon?
Anytime goal scorers.
Who do I want to score?
You want to score, sir?
See, Kudus.
Oh, wow, you're a Tottenham fan?
Absolutely.
Oh, nice. We have some spares in the house.
Yes.
Nice. So, we have some... They are darling boys all the way from England as well. Still getting reaction. Hello, good evening. No, just getting some reactions. Hello, good evening, madam. All right. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
What are your expectations for this particular game, sir?
You know something? This game is a serious one.
It's a serious game?
Yes. We are not expecting not less than 2.
Okay, not less.
Well, let me say 3-0. To score a goal. I'm expecting Jordan Ayew and then Inaki Williams in case.
All right. So the names have been resounding enough. Kudus, Jordan Ayew, Antoine Semenyo are the expectation anytime goal scorers that all the fans I have spoken to so far. The names that ran through Kudus, Antoine Semenyo, and Jordan Ayew expected to be on the score sheet for Ghana. And Kwasi Fiaka, the fans have spoken. Over to you.
Let me know.
All right, Kosi. The fans have definitely spoken. So I want to hand over to you, the general. And if you're still here on 106.1 Sporty FM, your voice of sports.
So we are still live here at the Accra Sports Stadium. The team. Nathan Kwao is here as well, and the lineup is out. Nathan, and official FIFA lineup is out, and starting for Ghana, imposes Benjamin Asari, Caleb Yenchi, Jonas Ajay, Mohamed Saidu also do start. So does Alexander Jiku, Kwesi Sibo on his late call-up start. Jordan Pierre Ayew starts as well. Antoine Semenyo, Mohamed Kudus completes the 11. I'm going to go through that again. Benjamin Asari, Caleb Mafuyenchi, Thomas Taipate, as well as Mohamed Salisu, Kwesi Sibo, Jordan Ayew, Semenyo Jordan Pierre, Semenyo Antoine Selom, Ayew Jordan Pierre, Gideon Mensah, Mohamed Kudus, and Alexander Jiku. What do you make of the starting lineup, Nathan?
Well, see, I think that it's a very interesting lineup. Not too far away from what we predicted. You have Benjamin Asare in post here, and then you have a very interesting back line. Yurenchi, Ajete, Mo Salisu, and Gideon Mensah. It looks like
and there's Jiku in there, so it looks like a back three.
It looks like a back three because I see Jiku, and then I see Mo Salisu, and then the rest of the team there as well. Kwesi Sibo gets to start for the national team. Thomas Tepate is in there. Antoine Semenyo, Mo Kudus, Jordan Ayew, and all of them in there. So it's a very, very interesting lineup. If you look at this is the Ghanaian team. If you look at what they have on the bench, Tariq Lamte, Christopher Bonsuban, Joseph Anan Atizigi, Joseph Pencil, Jerry Free, Ibrahim Osman, Jerome Opoku, Iñaki Williams, Salih Samed, and Kamaldeen Sulemana. So I guess Otuado he thought about the Chad game, decided to effect one or two changes. I think some of the changes were very obvious. Kwesi Sibo getting into the starting 11, very, very obvious to partner Thomas Tepate. Let's see what effect it has on the Black Stars, but very interesting lineup. A lineup that was largely expected to look like this, and Otuado hasn't really disappointed in terms of his options on the day.
Absolutely. Very soon we'll get the lineup for the Malian team as well. But I mean, change in shape. Looks like a 5-2-3-1. That's what it looks like on paper. I mean, just how effective do you think this three-back system is? Are we going to be able to exploit the wings back enough to make the most? And how does that compare to the strength in this Malian team?
Well, when I look at it, my concern has to do with the central midfield area. There are two players in there, Kwesi Sibo and Thomas Partey. It's likely the Malians are going to have a 3 in that midfield. In the previous game, the Malians played a 4-4-2, so it was 2 in the middle. We are yet to see what options or what choice Thompson Fit will make. If he goes with that, it's 2-on-2. If he goes with the third man, then something will have to happen. It would mean that Mo Kudus may have to be dropping in to even the numbers so that Kwesi Sibo and Thomas Partey are not outrun in the middle of the park. Already, the Malians will have a bit of a physical edge. You don't want to give them a numerical advantage on top of that. So that's what I'm thinking of right now. We are yet to see the Malian starting 11, but we see Gideon Mensah, Caleb Irenchi. The forward line has been changed a bit. It's Jordan Ayew, Iñaki Williams, and I'm trying to find the third member, Antoine Semenyo. So it looks like it will be Jordan leading the line. It's very likely. And then you have Antoine Semenyo in there. It's possible Mo Kudus. So if that is the case, then it's likely it's a 3-4-1-2 with Jordan and Semenyo leading the line, Mo Kudus playing directly behind them. Now, if that is the case, then Mo Kudus' other job when he's not on the ball will be to drop and even the numbers and give the Black Stars 3 in the middle of the park as against anything that the Malians will throw at them.
Absolutely, and Nathan Carr has just very expertly put that out. The warm-ups are ongoing. The Black Stars seem very fired up. The Crossbow Stadium is packed to the rafters, bar the stands that have been closed. But the Ghanaians are trooping in. The ambience is absolutely phenomenal. We will be bringing you live commentary right here on Sporty FM. Kelvin Oswanta, Abigail Sanasosu, and the entire crew will be here to walk you through this very crucial game. The Malians are warming up as well. But sometimes if push comes to shove and this doesn't work, the 3-4-2-1, I mean, you look on that bench, which players do you think can come in and make a difference?
Well, against Chad, we saw Kamaldeen being thrown on with the space and dynamism. That's an option. Iñaki Williams is on the bench as an option. That is something for Coach Otuado to also consider in terms of changes he can make in an attacking sense. You know, there are other players in there on that bench he can throw on, but and Ghana will have to try and find something. Kamaldeen is there. Joseph Pencil is also on the bench. He's a viable tool, a viable weapon that Otuado can rely on if he needs to make changes in an attacking sense.
Absolutely. So the team is looking all set. Stadium announcer Benjamin Willie Graham going through the teams. In exactly 29 minutes, the die will be cast. And Ghana would have an opportunity to go out there and put one foot in America the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. The guys want to go to America and Canada. They don't want to go to Mexico. I don't know why. But
I guess the assumption is that Mexico may not be as fun as the US, but I mean,
the Latino countries are fun. I mean, I've been to both countries. I've not been to Mexico yet. That's one place I want to visit. So I pray that Ghana is put there.
Well, we'll have to qualify first, and qualifying will depend a lot on tonight's encounter, especially after I think Madagascar won their game against Chad. The Black Stars will need to get something. For nothing at all, the Black Stars should avoid defeat and then give themselves a point advantage over Madagascar before the October break, and then they'll see if they can complete the job in those final 2 games.
Absolutely. And we are still warming up to the big one. The players are warming up. Kwesi Sibo makes his debut for the national team, 27 years old. A bit of a late bloomer, but he's been called up. What kind of impact do you think he's bringing to this team?
Well, I saw him play for Real Oviedo as they were trying to get into the La Liga, and then I've seen him play games in terms of the main La Liga season. What he gives this team is a bit of a presence in midfield. Snappy tackler, always wants the ball, can put himself about. I mentioned the tendency to attract yellow cards. I guess it comes with playing in his position, but he's a player whose presence is supposed to allow Thomas Partey to get more onto the ball and control the game for Ghana, because the Black Stars will need him to conduct the game. If it has to be quick, it will be him. If it has to be slow, it will be him. They'll need him to manage the game. If they are in the lead and they need some control. So it's a bit of a tough ask. You throw him into a very important qualifier against Mali, but you know, when you are prove his quality and his worth to Otuado and all of us who are watching.
Absolutely. And you look at that 2 of them very inactive this season, Jiku and Salisu. Would their rustiness be the undoing in this game?
It's very possible. When you have players who've not had pace, they may have, you know, as quickly as you want them to. That is the fitness. They've not played high intensity games in the left in the tank. Assuming the Malians are on the rise and they want to up the ante. Let's see what he has to respond to the Malians after 60 to 65 minutes. Tiredness, and mentally they start to get fatigued, and in such moments the decisions can become more costly because you are tired. You might make a lazy tackle. It's very important that Otuado manages those 2, and he quickly gives life to the team when they start to go the way when they start to get onto their way down, especially in terms of tiredness and fatigue.
Absolutely. So the players are walking down the tunnel now as we speak, bringing you live updates from the Accra Sports Stadium on Sporty FM. We are the voice of sport, and trust us, since 4 o'clock we have been here with you, walking you through this particular game, and the players are heading back in exactly 28 minutes. The kickoff will be here at the Accra Sports Stadium, and trust us to bring you top-notch, top quality, to the detail, photographic, live commentary of this very crucial game. Remember that later we will take your reactions as well, so you can send them in to our console. Our studio number 0542-571-061, 0542-571-061. Let's get your messages across, and later Mr. Andam, who is our studio anchor for today, would definitely give you an opportunity to be heard with your comments. Very soon we'll analyze the Malian team as well. But Nathan, you look at this Malian team, and in their last 8 games, their strength has been their defense. They've been very, very tough to break down. Do you see any that key in this Black Star team of creativity that would find those pinhole passes to break the Malians down?
Well, you ask about creativity. Mo Kudu, is the most obvious choice. in terms of somebody who try and knit the attack together. We know what he can do, and tonight he has to show a lot more of that. Jordan Ayew is another creative spark, and he has to be on his game today. His experience will be key, but his ability on the ball will be important. How to draw players, free other players, and bring his other attackers into play. So those two come to mind. I don't know the role that Antoine Semenyo will be given tonight, but he also has some creativity up his sleeves, and he has to make it count. Thomas Partey in the middle of the park will be very key. The passing, the control, the ability to conduct the team will be very, very, very important. And Kwesi Sibo's job will be to ensure that Thomas Partey gets the chance to be free, the chance to work with a clear head, right? So don't play and think of the creativity. Obviously, is Mohamed Kudus. He's the most dangerous player. If Ghana will succeed, it has to succeed tonight.
So you can hear the noise right here in the studio, in the stadium. The phone lights have gone on. There's a big cheer for the Black Stars. It promises to be absolutely electric right here on Sporty FM, where we are bringing you all of the action. And you can hear it. Ghana being chanted. The support is massive. It's light us up for the Black Stars. Can they bring glory? Can they beat this Malian team? It is full home support. There are still people trooping into the stadium, and the die is cast. Like I said, very soon we will bring you a lot of the reactions from across as Ghana gets ready to take on Mali. And but I mean, Nathan Kwao, games like these are won and lost on very fine margins. On what do you think this one will be won or lost?
I think primarily the coaching, the tactical decisions of the coaches, especially Otto Addo. How does he respond? How does he respond to Thompson's feet and everything that the Malians will throw at him? The Malians, yes, they are under pressure, but they've tried to turn the scales and put that pressure on the Ghanaian team. How can Otto Addo make it happen? How can Otto Addo read the game and respond? You see, because there will be times in the game where the Malians will be on top. What does he do to ride the wave, ride the storm, and all of that? So I think it will come down to primarily coaching. Secondly, the hunger of the players. The Black Stars players have to give the fans performance. After the poor result against Chad, they need to respond, especially after everything that's happened in the group between then and now. Madagascar are back in the picture. Mali want to cause a problem. The players will have to be up and doing today. So I think it will hang on the coaching and the output of the players this evening.
Absolutely. So the coaching and the output of the players. Who would come up trumps in this particular game? The countdown is on to kickoff in this particular one, and you can feel the atmosphere in the stadium. I mean, just how much do the Black Stars need this kind of atmosphere out there across Sport Stadium? Just how much do the Black Stars need an atmosphere like this to thrive?
They do. They need the fans behind them. They need the fans by the side of the game. But certainly they need to use the energy and play for the occasion, right? They need to draw energy from the fans and give out a performance. They have to give the fans a win today. They have to give the fans something to be happy about. I always say that if you're a player and you have the possibility of winning 2 games to go to a World Cup, nobody should give you extra motivation. You need to go out there and give yourself a chance and give the fans a performance and some great output. So they'll have to draw energy from all these fans who are here, and they need to find motivation on the day, find motivation from the circumstance, and find motivation from the objective, which is an appearance at the 2026 World Cup. It doesn't come any bigger than that for these players.
Absolutely. Baby Joe is out there motivating the crowd, getting them charged up for this particular one. Time check 6:41. In less than 20 minutes, we will be experiencing kickoff. Ghana coming up against Mali in this crucial FIFA World Cup qualifier. And very soon I'll hand you over to the commentary team that will be led by Kelvin Oswanta. He would give us all the updates. But then again, Nathan Kwao, Benjamin Asari, local goalkeeper, he has earned the stripes. I mean, just how impressed have you been with him?
Well, I mean, in terms of calmness, I've liked his calm approach to Black Stars games. He's been relatively cool, relatively calm. He's not been too flustered. We saw him concede against Chad the other day, but somebody will argue, well, it's not his fault. Tonight is a tougher test. Tonight he will have to be more locked in. He has to be in the zone. As I've said, I've been impressed with the calmness in post. He's not been over-eager. He's trying to remain cool. Let's see how he can respond to the test of the Malians. I don't know how stern that test will be, but let's just hope that when we need him the most, he will be there to deliver. He will be there to do some saves and control the back line and ensure that he gives the Black Stars a shield behind that defense. But so far, so good. I've liked his approach. I've liked his application. And if he's staying in post, the technical team love what they see. And that's why he's still Black Stars #1.
Absolutely. So let's look at the Malian team as well. So Mali starts Diarra in post. Dante Amadou, Niakate Siku, Koulibaly Lassana, Kamara Mohamed, Fode Dukore, Mamadou Fofana, and Lassine Xina Yoko, Kamori Dumbia, Salim Diakite, and Aliou Dieng make up that starting lineup. On their bench, they've got Ismail Diawara, Chekumara Konate, Mamadou Sangari, Sila Musa, Mamadou Doumbia, Diarra Guasu Kiaso. Their talisman, Nene Douglas, is on the bench. Mamadou Kamara, Sangare Mustafa, Usman Kamara, and Diarra Lassine make up this Malian bench. You look at them, and they are looking to play their traditional 4-2-3-1. Would it be easy for us to counter that?
Well, as I said, so now that we've seen what they want to do, it clearly means that Otoado will have to match them in the middle of the park. In their previous game, they played with a 4-4-2. I guess because they would have looked at the opposition to say it's Comoros.
And this one too as well, they try to be more conservative.
Yes, but in this case, they have to be conservative. They are playing at home. They need to give themselves the best chance as possible. Otoado now needs to match up the numbers. Effectively, what they have is 3 players in the middle of the park. So now, it means that Mo Kudus will now have to do 2 things. Provide Ghana with an attacking edge and drop deep to help in the defensive side or on the defensive side so that Thomas Partey and Kwesi Sibo will have company and it's 3-on-3 in the middle of the park. So they will ask a lot of the Ghanaian midfield. What we should expect today will be a Malian team that will be resilient, resolute, tough to break down, but a team that every now and again will take their chances as and when they believe that the chances are there to be taken. They will come out at the Black Stars, every now and again, and the team will have to be ready for the Malian challenge.
Absolutely. So the substitute players are about taking their place on the bench. We are still live from the Accra Sports Stadium, and we are Sport EFM. We are your voice of sport. 106.1 megahertz on your set, and we bring you all the action. Every kick, every flick, every tackle. The fireworks are going up already. Do they see what we do not see yet? Very soon, the die will be cast in exactly 15 minutes. This kickoff will be. I'm here with Nathan Kwao, the man they call Mr. Q, who is always on cue on the Sporty Breakfast every morning on the Voice of Sport. Mr. Kwao, Mohamed Kudus. People have, even though he gave an assist in the last game, a lot of people or a lot of Ghanaians have been crying out to see the mercurial Kudus we saw in years come by. I mean, just how important will Kudus be to the Black Stars in this game?
Now, a Kudus who's on form and is playing well is a Kudus who can make all kinds of things happen. He's a very special player with immense talent, great ability. But what a lot of fans want to see from him is consistency in terms of the output. This season he started well for Tottenham Hotspur. Fans want to see a lot more of that. Against Chad he started well, but he kind of faded away just like a lot of his teammates. Tonight he has to be on it from start to finish. For as long as he's on this pitch, he has to play well. He has to give his best. He has to make things happen. But tonight he must keep it simple. He will be a target for the Malians. They will come after him. the way to beat it is to be very simple. Be intelligent, be smart, not hold on to the ball too much, give and go, make himself difficult to read and pick up, and then he'll be able to do something. The other thing I'll say is that he shouldn't force the goal. A lot of times we've seen Kudus try to force the issue. He shouldn't force it. It should come to him naturally. And then when he finds the opening, he should go and take it and find his goal. But he shouldn't push for it. I think he has to do his job. When the goal comes, he takes it.
Absolutely. So Mohamed Kudus has to do his job. When the goal comes, he will take it. The Black Stars will be looking to take every opportunity they can as they come up against the Malians. Not the fans of Naira Mali, the guys from Bamako, who will be hoping to come out here and rub some Meko into the eyes of Ghanaians. From Bamako with Meko, or perhaps the Black Stars have it all to do. So the teams are walking onto the pitch. The flags are being transferred onto the pitch as well. Very soon I'll be handing you over to our commentary team, Mr. Kelvin Owusu-Ansah, one of the best to ever do it, right here in the center of Accra. So the flags are being somebody said a lot of the African countries were lazy in designing their flags. They just took red, yellow and green and they changed their positions.
Well,
and Ghana looked at them and like, let's put a Black Star in the middle of ours.
quite interesting observation. Observation there. It's quite interesting. A lot of the countries, as you said, they've got the red, yellow, and green in their flags. The positions are different, the mixes are different, but largely it's the same colors, and we'll see. I guess that makes us related, right? It highlights the fact that we are related. A lot of the African countries draw inspiration from Ghana and all of that. So that's a little bit on the lighter side, but I guess all friendly bits will be put aside as Ghana takes on Mali tonight. What is at stake is 3 points and a chance to either send Ghana close to a World Cup or put Mali into the box seat and complicates the group even further.
So the power team is here. Kelvin Owusu-Ansah is drinking the water. He's drinking the holy water. Francis Agboibo is here as well. The man they call Blackgate. And the sweet Abigail Senasosu is here as well. I'm going to hand you over to these very, very wonderful people as they walk you through Ghana versus Mali.
The stakes are very high. There's a big night for both Ghana and Mali. Lots of takeaways from this game. Lots of stories to be rewritten. There are new tales that would unfold this evening. Tom St. Pierre, I'm advocate of many to have handled the Black Stars after his exploits with Gambia. Otoado still trying to find his feet ever since he took charge of this team from the 2022 World Cup qualifiers, where he managed to get Ghana through, getting past Nigeria in the playoffs. He'll be able to do it, but as to whether Tom St. Pierre would allow that will be highly dependent on the capability of the Black Stars as they face the Eagles of Mali this evening at the Accra Sports Stadium. Sporty FM 106.1 across our affiliates in Kumasi and Takrady. Also on the Diggy Box, you can follow us on YouTube as well as X and Instagram. In the next couple of minutes, we're seeing the teams march on for the national anthems as well as the pleasantries before the game begins. I'm doing this with Abigail Senasosu and Blackgate. Blackgate, big game. Otoado and his men have a lot to do, but for Tom St. Pierre, this cannot be another loss for Mali in 2 games.
Absolutely, it's a huge game here for all of us to enjoy. Good evening to our listeners and viewers wherever they are around the world. Thank God for life. Thank God for. If you look at the ambient of the atmosphere, Kevin, the settings, everything is big, and you can tell we have a big game on our hands here this evening at Accra Sports Stadium.
Well, this is a big game, and as you can feel, the ambience is fully packed for the designated areas that the National Sports Authority sold tickets for. It's a fully packed stadium. The teams are marching onto the pitch now. Abigail, is a high-stakes game. to make mistakes.
Of course, if you're part of that starting 11, know that the many that are dreaming of seeing Mexico, Canada, and the United States of America have their destinies in your hand, and this game could define that journey or not, because our group keeps getting wide open every other minute. And so, unfortunately, we had to bump into Chad the way we did back in N'Djamena, but here we don't have any excuse. This atmosphere is what we saw when we hosted Chad the last time. I'm hoping that we'll be able to have that deja vu. Everything that happened that day should just happen again. Jerseys check, fans check, energies check. Let's just hope that we'll be able to replicate that performance again. 4 straight changes to that lineup by Coach Otuado. I'm just hoping that they will get to do the magic for him. So we wait to see how that pans out.
Well, let's see what pans out, and let's have the national anthem of Mali. Well, so that is it there. The national anthems are rolling, but the Black Stars will be clad in all yellow. The 80s, the 70s, the 60s.
Well, Kevin, if you look at the Black Stars campaign in this particular jersey so far in the World Cup qualifiers, they've won all the games that they've actually used the yellow stripe. So in N'Djamena, they used the white, it didn't work. So they are back to their normal yellow colors. That brings them fortune. I hope this evening it will bring them luck, will smile on the Black Stars again.
Wow, the smiles of the Black Stars again, the national anthem of Ghana. And it's a big game. The national anthem's rolling. The Ghana national anthem. And I will sing it on alone because fill our hearts with true humility, make us cherish fearless honesty, and help us to resist oppressors, rule with all our will and might forevermore. And help us to resist oppressors, rule with all our will and might forevermore. And that is the national anthem of Ghana. God bless the homeland. Big game, big night, and the two set of teams kind of saying pleasantries now. And for Mali, Djigui Diarra will be imposed. Salim Diakite, Mamadou Fofana, Sikou Niakite, Amadou Dante in defense. In midfield, there is Mohamed Kamara, Alou Dieng from Alali, Lassana Koulibaly, Fode Doucouré, and up front, Kamori Doumbia and Lassina Sinayoko. Surprised that Nene Georgeles couldn't make the starting 11.
Well, Georgeles is an exciting player. We saw him at AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, where he basically scored for the Malians in that game to break the deadlock before the Ivorians hit back in the same fashion. Very, very enterprising player. Probably they are reserving enough firepower on the bench in terms of they need to reassure whatever they want to do in the second half. They might bring him on board to add more firepower up front. But it's shocking that he has been relegated to the bench from the starting 11.
Well, it's quite shocking that Nene Georgeles, most enterprising player for Mali, has been relegated to the bench. Don't forget, they're missing the services of Iggs Bissouma as well as Amadou Haidara, Traore, who plays at left back. Lots of players will be missing. Head coach Otuado is opting for a 3-back system this evening. Jonas Ajete, Mohamed Salisu, Alexander Jiku playing right in front of goalkeeper Benjamin Asari. Caleb Yerinchi and Gideon Mensah will be the wing backs. Kwesi Zibo of Real Oviedo makes his first game, plays his first game for the Black Stars with Thomas Partey, the deputy captain of the team. Mohamed Kudus, Jordan Ayew and Antoine Semenyo keep their places in the team as Iñaki Williams is relegated to the bench. Abigail, 3-5-2 from Coach Otuado this evening.
Well, I'm sure that we all wanted to see certain changes given the way our boys showed up in N'Djamena. We wanted to see that sharpness, that energy, and if you ask me, for Sibo, it's going to be a tricky one. This is the point where you make or you break into the national team, because it is a very, very, very crucial point for the senior national team. Be a part of the squad that will help us maintain that top spot, and you are going to be the mind of many Ghanaians. But if it goes south, unfortunately, it will be very difficult for him to pick himself up in front of this home crowd that are just ready to stars perform. There are a lot in there that we have seen and know just when they want to play for the Black Stars, and it's refreshing to know that Thomas Partey will at home will give him that be able to play and enjoy himself, whatever he's having to deal with. I am that 8-0 that Chad brought when we beat Chad 5-0. I want to see that free-flowing football again and see Ghana take control of that midfield like always done. That point that we have always done. I want to see us take control, play this game the way we can, give our very best, and of course make sure that we silence these Malians as quickly as possible, because they have equally had a good run after that sloppy start they had in getting a lot of draws and all of that. They are also finding their feet against Ghana that wants to get to the World Cup, do a back-to-back. Come on, we have to get things right, and I am personally happy that Benjamin Asare keeps getting that opportunity, building his confidence, doing the job right. Another good day for him, and he could be on his way to the World Cup if we should qualify.
You don't fix what is not broken, and that is Benjamin Asare. The goal he conceded against Chad was virtually not his fault. A deflection. Center referee is Badi Luxolo, a South African. Fatkane Suru from Lesotho, and Claudewin Boloyi from South Africa, eyes assistant, with Naptal Ngongo from Namibia. Do their best to get the result if they want to keep hold of the topmost position. Waiting for the signal to start the game, as they would have to wait for a couple of seconds before there is that signal to begin the game. Once it's televised, you have to wait for television signals.
Absolutely, Calvin. And if you look, people are making their way into the stadium. They just opened the other side of the stadium, around the Independence Square. Look at how people are trooping into the stadium. That tells you the kind of people that are outside the stadium. I think the attendance has been massive. The support, you can tell, the country has united once again in a good cause to support the Black Stars. And this evening, Thomas Partey, like Abigail said, is back to play at Accra Sports Stadium, despite everything that is going through. The boost to be there from the fans.
And that is the signal from center referee Badi Luxolo, and the Malians will begin play in green shirts over white shorts and white socks to match. Quickly picked up by Sinayoko, looking forward to getting the start, but that was a very good tackle coming in from Caleb Irenchi. Throw in for Mali, picked up by Amadou Dante. Amadou Dante, he'll be looking forward to stepping into the shoes of Traore. A long ball into Ghana's defensive end. Jonas Ajete will not take chances. A wild boot into central midfield. Mohamed Kudus quickly sent it a long way into central midfield. Brought down under control by Mamadou Fofana. Fofana goes down to his right. He finds Salim Diakite. Back into midfield. It's picked up by Kamara. Back to Diakite. It's going to be a throw-in against Gideon Mensah. This game looks like one that is going to be a very close battle.
Very close battle, tactical, high sapping energy, and the players need to focus over the course of 90 minutes. You can't play and drop your guards.
You can play and drop your guards. Ball down the right-hand side. Mali looking forward to advancing. Very good tackle coming in from Thomas Partey. Wings possession. He finds Salisu. Salisu back to Partey. Partey finds Zibo. Zibo back to Partey. Partey rolls the ball to Jiku. Jiku down his right-hand side is Jonas Ajeti. Surging forward. Zibo wants the ball. He gets into midfield. He finds Mohamed Kudus. Caleb Irenchi advancing. Kudus on the ball. But that is a strong challenge coming in. Mohamed Kudus trying to wriggle out play, but is giving the ball away. And Mali can burst into an attack. A long ball down now for Kamari Dumbia to chase. Dumbia does well. Let's rather Lassina Sinayoku. Sinayoku gets into midfield. Sinayoko rolls the ball to Mohamed Kamara on his right hand side. It's Salim Diakite. Diakite leads it down for Fode Dukure. Dukure comes in central. Mohamed Kamara close by is the captain Alou Dieng, who plays his club football for Al-Ahly. Long ball down the left hand side after just 2 minutes. Mali advancing into Ghana's territory. Amadou Dante. Dante gets close. Lassina Sinayoko waited for that pass, but Kwesi Sibo gets in to win possession. Down his right hand side, he finds Caleb Uenchi. Uenchi goes to his goalkeeper, Benjamin Asari. Asari keeps his cool, wants support. Salisu is close by. Salisu, Mohamed Salisu, and he manages to win a throw in. He wasn't happy with that pass from Benjamin Asari.
That was a suicidal pass from Benjamin Asari. Dangerous. He should have kicked the ball long. And you can tell Mo Salisu was telling him, kick the ball long up
But
the
could you
field.
blame him? There was a delay in getting the ball back to Asari.
I'm sure Benjamin Asari was also trying to look at the timing of the players as well. Try to kick that ball away. Just maybe they would have gotten the possession of this process. You can equally pick that ball up and start that attack again. He gave himself that pressure, and he was impeded, and that ball had to go out. I don't think Benjamin got it right. He really measured what he was doing. It looks more like something they have rehearsed than something that just came to mind for him to get the ball to him.
Well, that is it there. Free kick against Mali. And Sinayoko made that complaint together with Mohamed Kamara. But referee Badi Luxolo has already whistled. Earlier, Madagascar trying to overcharge 2-1. Many thought Chad were going to run away with at least a point. But worth, and they beat them by 2-1.
We are the business end of the qualifiers.
Yeah.
And it's time to kill or get killed. There was no way the Madagascans were going to take their foot off the pedal. And they have to play a perfect game, and they did just that.
Game continues. Ball down to Jonas Ajete. He finds Jiku, but pressure on Jiku, and he kicks it out. It's going to be a throw-in down the left-hand side of attack. Mali quickly throws it down. Amadou Dante gets to Alou Dieng. Dieng calm on the ball, and that is Mohamed Kudus. Steals the ball away from Alou Dieng. Back to Sibo. Kwesi Sibo. Sibo goes to Caleb Uenchi. Jordan Ayew. Partey. Ball drops behind Thomas Partey. Inside central attacking midfield. Thomas Partey looking forward to making that pass. Semenyo had already made the move. Partey with a twist and a turn. Rolls it down the right hand side. He finds Caleb Uenchi. Comes in close. Mohamed Kudus. Kudus with a long delivery, but it's too close to Djigui Diarra, and he picks it up with ease.
Well, you look at the recycling of play in central midfield. Thomas Partey picked the ball, weighed his options. He never found any proper outlet. He decided to do the normal 360, the Zidane 360, to the delight of the fans. Located Mohamed Kudus. Kudus hacked the byline, but just that the weight on the pass into the attacking channel wasn't perfect.
The weight of the pass into the attacking channel wasn't that perfect. Game continues with a long ball down the right hand side, picked up by Salim Diakite over the halfway line. Diakite running into Ghana's defensive territory. Jordan Ayew steps in to make the interception. Lays it for Salisu with a long ball. The run of Antoine Semenyo, but ball is quickly picked up by Mamadou Fofana, but pressure from Antoine Semenyo nearly stole the ball away from him.
But I think that the Malians get into a final third with a lot of confidence that leave much to be desired. They just walk in there, see if it is their bedroom. Our defenders need to be really quick at getting at them. For that midfield play up front, I think that we are on the right track, hoping that Mohamed Kudus, that moment where he just gets out of his shell and wants to do something spectacular would work for us. But for our defenders, they need to be a little more sharp.
Well, game continues with a quick ball. Lassana Koulibaly leaves the ball for Alou Dieng. Dieng all the way back to Siku Nyakiti. Nyakiti finds the centre-back partner, Mamadou Fofana. Fofana goes down to his right. That is Salim Diakite. Gets in central. Mohamed Kamara. Kamara rolls the ball over the halfway line onto the left, and is picked up by Amadou Dante. Dante with the ball down his left-hand side. Easily picked up by Lassana Koulibaly. Good defensive work from Ajeti. Caleb Uenchi advancing. He gets the ball to Kudus. Strong on the ball. Thomas Partey. Back to Jiku. Jiku rolls it down to his left-hand side. Gideon Mensah. An applause from the fans in appreciation. Over the halfway line, Gideon Mensah. He finds Partey in central. Sibo rolls the ball down his right-hand side and is picked up by Caleb Uenchi. Uenchi wants support, but no space for him. And he comes all the way back, has been instructed by Partey. He gets it to Jiku. Close by Salisu. Salisu just on the halfway line. He finds Jordan. out of the central attacking position to pick up that pass. Jordan Ayew. Thomas Partey wants the ball. Jordan, close by Salisu. Salisu looking for that run of Gideon Mensah, but the ball has been played into no man's land, and Djigui Diarra will pick it up.
Well, if you look at the attacking phase of play from the Ghanaians, Jordan Ayew have decided to drift deep, pushing Antoine Semenyo central and Kudus on the other side of the flank. The Malians basically put everybody in front of them to check them up. Mohamed Salisu weighed his options, was trying to play in Antoine Semenyo, but Semenyo couldn't just read the pattern of the pass, and he played the pass into the channel, but he wasn't there to pick it up.
While getting ready into the 8th minute. And it's a very good defensive ball from goalkeeper Djigui Diarra, but Nyakite will pick up a pass from Nyakite. Nyakite sent in a long one, looking for the run of Sinayoko, but the ball has been quickly cleared into Mali's space. A long one back into Ghana's defensive area. Jonas Ajeti gets the ball. Jordan Ayew, a quick twist and a turn, but referee allows play to continue. And it's in central. Jordan trying to win back possession. Alou Dieng very strong on the ball. Close by. Sada Koulibaly. Koulibaly weighing his options. He comes back to Dieng. Dieng in central. Mohamed Kamara. Kamara trying to get the ball to Sinayoko, but very good defensive way from Gideon Mensah. Semenyo was close, but very good cover from Nyakiti.
Well, I'm not too surprised with the way the Malians are defending. In the last 7 games, they've just conceded 4, and so you realize that is the strongest of their play, and they are really preventing our boys from getting up front. But they do understand their memo and know that they have to get their goals for the Stars and Ghana.
Goal kick for the Black Stars. Ghana nil, Mali nil. 2026 FIFA World Cup quarters at the Accra Sports Stadium, live on Sporty 106.1 FM. Jeko plays it to Jonas Ajeti. Ajeti with the ball, but that was very good cover coming from Kamori Dumbia. It's going to be a throw-in for Ghana. Ajeti picks up the ball. Caleb wants to quickly get it back, and Jonas links it for Caleb Yuenchi. Throws it to Jonas Ajeti. Ajeti sends in a long one. Mohamed Kudus staying strong, but he's lost out on that aerial tussle. Alou Dieng comes back into the fence. He finds Fofana. Fofana goes down to his right and is picked up by Salim Diakite. Salim gets back to Fofana. Fofana to Nyakiti. Siku Nyakiti down his left hand side. Amadou Dante. Dante weighing his options. Otoado not happy with the defensive work from Kudus, but Ghana win the throw-in. Caleb Yuenchi slows down the tempo of the game, and he quickly throws it back to Jonas Ajeti. Ajeti back to Caleb Yuenchi. Sends in a long one to Gideon Mensah. Mensah's header, not too far. Dukori gets the ball into the path of Jordan Ayew. Jordan loses possession, and Mali will quickly pick it up. Lassana Koulibaly gets the ball back into midfield. Lassana Koulibaly looking for that return. Ball in a very good place. Mali and Gideon Mensah will quickly put the ball away. Not too far. Alou Dieng. Dieng gets in central. Quick touch there from Kamara Dumbia. Dumbia with a 10, but it falls in the process. Going to be a free kick now. Right of them by Dumbia, and Salis who had to commit.
Well, if you look at the Malians, they are beginning to exert their superiority in central midfield battles, and they are beginning to combine beautifully on top of the pitch. For Ghana, they've got to stay tactically disciplined. They've got to stay compact, and they have to know when to let go and when to hold back. If you look at what the Malians are doing, they are trying to play through the lines, and they are playing in the faces of our central midfielders, in Akwesi Zibo and Thomas Partey. They are supposed to stay close to each other, and they should communicate properly, because if we give them the spaces, they have enough quality to be able to hurt us. And that free kick is a very dangerous one, in a very dangerous position.
Very dangerous position, Abigail.
Very, very dangerous, Kevin. I said that they keep walking through our defense as if they are getting into a familiar place, their bedroom. And this is it. At this point in time, the boys would have to really defend and defend well. And like Blackgate said, be able to be compact enough to also contain them like they do with us on the other side. We have not really been that comfortable on the ball when they get into our final third.
Free kick for Mali, just a step away from the penalty area. And it's Amadou Dante and Kamori Dumbia standing right behind the ball. Very good position for the Eagles. to grab the opener if it's hit well. Benjamin Asari has his wall. Ready and set. Amadou Dante. Amadou Dante behind the ball. Tom St. Fiat. His clutch, his fingers, and that's straight to the human wall. The return is blocked by Gideon Mensah, and Jordan Ayew can pick it up. Back to Gideon Mensah, who stretches play to find Antoine Semenyo. Very good gather there by Semenyo. Semenyo with a long ball. Mohamed Kudus. Ghana with a great opportunity. Kudus with his left foot. Gets into the penalty area. Bad ball to Caleb Yenchi. But that was played just behind him. And Mali quickly recover after that. Interception from Kamara. Game continues. Caleb Yenchi. He finds Sibo. Sibo to Thomas Partey. Partey was looking forward to finding Caleb Yenchi. But Mali will clear the alliance and Dumbia will hit it away. Sibo wins possession. But Ghana lose control once again. And it's Mohamed Kamara strong on the ball. He's been pulled down by Partey. And it's a free kick against the Black Stars. That was a good opportunity for Ghana to grab the lead.
Wasted effort. I thought that run from Kudus, he could have just continued. Maybe he would have also gotten an infringement, maybe a foul or something in that goal area if he had gone for it himself. That he tried that 1-2 with Caleb, and unfortunately it didn't work. But it's a good opportunity. We just let go.
That was a great opportunity, and you can see Luxolo not happy with Thomas Partey. Sent a word of caution to him.
Absolutely, Thomas Partey was doing his things off the ball incident, and the referee doesn't want him to use his destructive tendencies to affect the flow of the game on that particular occasion.
Game continues. Mali in possession. Alou Dieng gets the ball back in defense, and he finds Fofana. Fofana all the way back to his goalkeeper Djigu Diarra. Diarra plays for Yanga SC in Tanzania. A quick delivery from Nyakiti to Amadou Dante. Back to Nyakiti. Nyakiti goes close to goalkeeper Djigu Diarra. Djigu Diarra sent in a long ball, looking for the run of Fode Dukure. But Gideon Mensah is first to that, and he quickly sent a long one into midfield. Cleverly brought down under control by Diakite. Diakite gets in central. Mohamed Kamara stretches play. Caleb Yenchi steals the ball away. Ghana on the counter break. Mohamed Kudus wants that pass, and that is once again intercepted. Kwesi Sibo cleverly gets the ball to Partey. Partey makes in a quick turn. Thomas Partey with a dink of a pass. Can Caleb send that one in? Caleb with a high volley, looking for the cross, but too heavy, and Jordan Ayew couldn't pick it up.
A player of Caleb's quality should have been doing better on that occasion. But if you look at the recycling and the way he bites the ball back for the Ghanaians, just to switch defensive unit into attack, speaks well. And Thomas Partey is a quality midfielder. Look, he calmed down the game, scanned the pitch, and decided to play the ball to the far end for Yerenchi, but he got the weight on the pass wrong on that particular occasion.
That is the quality you have when Thomas Partey plays for you. Salisu inside the center circle. Ajeti, clever pass to find Kudus. Quick touch from the Tottenham Hotspur man to find Yerenchi. Yerenchi cleverly outward this man. Gets the ball back to Mohamed Kudus down the right hand side. Kudus. Yerenchi offering support. He gives the ball back to Yerenchi. Yerenchi looking at finding Kudus again, but he plays the ball out of touch. His intentions are clear, but execution going wide.
I think that he needs to calm down a little. He's enjoying himself. The fans are cheering and all of that, but he also needs to watch that play. It looks like he has some understanding with Kudus, but if he doesn't take his time, he will keep ballooning the balls to the wrong direction and all of that. He's not been bad on the right for the Black Stars so far, but he needs to really, really come up, get into the game proper, and I'm sure he could reward himself with a goal even before halftime.
These players are from one DNA, from right to dream to Nojiland. The reason why they try to be finding themselves on that right hand side of Ghana's attack.
It's the same chemistry from their amateur level to international level, and now they are playing together, and you can tell it's like the mood. You can tell this evening Kudus is in the mood to play. His movement both on and off the ball, the way he calls for the ball, the way he creates spaces around himself. Trust me, Kudus is in the mood this evening. But so far, this game has been very tactical, very tough. The energy and the tempo has been up, and both teams are fired up for the. None of them looks like they are ready to settle for a draw here at Accra Sports Stadium.
Looks like they're ready to settle for a draw here at the Accra Sports Stadium, but that only adds up to Ghana's point. Jonas Ajeti, close by is Caleb Yenchi. Caleb Gets in central, but trouble for him. But he gets the ball to Kwesi Sebo. Leaves it for Party 130. Sebo. Jordan Ayew. Back to Sebo. Kwesi Sebo. He's a player who played for Cheetah FC. The playmate of Christian Achu Chassam of blessed memory. Mohamed Kudus with the ball. He wants option. Caleb is late, and that was a very good slide and tackle from Mohamed Kamara, making that interception.
Caleb has to be alert on the shoulders of Kudus, because the moment Kudus gets the ball, the Malians almost always doubled up on him. Because if you go 1v1, you are dead. He will finish you off. So Caleb needs to look out for those decoy runs so that Kudus can play him into advantageous position for him to be able to deliver that killer instinct kind of a pass into the box for the strikers to finish off.
Throw in for the Black Stars. And Antoine Semenyo is going to go for a long throw in. He knows how to do it. Semenyo sent in a long throw in, but Mali will clear their lines, and that will be a wild boot there from Kamara Dumbia. But Ghana win possession. Poor communication between the two players. Gideon Mensah sends it out away. Good control and gather from Mali. A twist and a turn. Gets closer to Dante. Dante finds Kamara inside midfield. Clever play from Kamara. Kamara switches play to the right hand side to Salim Diakite. Salim Diakite waiting for options. Salim comes in central to find Kamara. Kamara goes all the way back to Mamadou Fofana. Fofana will take all the time in the world to send this through. Fofana, he was looking for Kamara Dumbia, but that was poor touch, and Ghana win possession. Sajite's pass was too quick for Kudus. Mali in possession now. Lassana Koulibaly. Koulibaly gets in central. He finds Kamara. Kamara gets the ball in central, and that's a very good gather by Alexander Jiku. Caleb Uinchi finds Mohamed Kudus. Strong on the ball, Kudus. He's trying to move away, but the referee has already whistled. We're foul there against Mohamed Kamara.
Wow, if you look at Mohamed Kudus, like I was saying earlier, look, on that particular occasion, he got sandwiched by about 3 Malian players. They know he's a main outlet of danger for Ghana. They have to keep him under check. And the game plan is clear for Mohamed Kudus. Tonight, he has to play one of his finest games. He's supposed to get the better out of his opponents here at Accra Sports Stadium.
But on a lighter note, I think on their work this morning, a fan expressed his displeasure to Kudus about what happened and made him know that his destiny is in his hands. And Kudus said, Ebefa, so maybe he's working on that to make sure the fan gets to America. But he's been good. One of those things.
Jordan Ayew loses possession. That is very good play. Semenyo brings his man down. Referee says nothing doing. Kwesi Sebo with the ball. He finds Kudus. Antoine Semenyo looking for that pass. Mohamed Kudus decides to go right. Caleb Uinchi the ball inside the penalty area. From Sikuni Akite, and it's a corner kick to Ghana.
The defenders were alive on the threat, and he wasn't taking any chances. The mobbing was superb. He got the ball out of the danger zone.
Corner kick quickly taking Mohamed Kudus inside the penalty area, and Denk and Tigo to flop it away on the edge of the penalty. Kwesi Sebo. Gideon Mensah. Mensah gets the ball to the path of Jordan Ayew. Strong on the ball, the captain of the team. Jordan, no space for him. He draws it back to Gideon Mensah. Mensah all the way back to Mohamed Salisu. Salisu, express play down his right. He finds Jonas Ajeti, who walks over the halfway line to his right hand side. Caleb Uinchi. Caleb, Kudus wanted that ball. Caleb comes in central. Kwesi Sebo to Antoine Semenyo, but that was too heavy for Semenyo to control. And Mali will clear their lines. Throw it for Ghana.
See, Kevin, Semenyo needs to be alive. He has to scan around his shoulders to know exactly what is happening around him. On that particular occasion, he went asleep. If not, he would have picked the ball just right there on top of the penalty box. It would have been something, so it would have resulted in something better for the Black Stars. See, the strikers got to hack the game. They got to create spaces. They got to link up properly. You can see Jordan drifting deep, picking up the ball, trying to orchestrate. Semenyo needs to come alive.
Semenyo needs to come alive, and you can see Kudus telling Caleb, this is where I want the ball. This is how I want it. He's much more experienced.
Of course, that understanding has been established, but how they execute it is what they are looking to. And for me, like Blackgate rightly said, this evening, I think that something is really switched off in Antoine Semenyo. We've seen him burst out with a lot of energy when he's playing for the Black Stars. But this evening, in the last 20 minutes or less, nothing productive is really coming from him. And I think that he needs to match up the energies from Jordan and Kudus as well.
Jigwe Jara down on the turf. The medics have attended. He couldn't finish playing and he had to be replaced by substitute goalkeeper Lassina Jara. But it looks okay and game will resume after the cooling break.
Well, the tempo of the game has been intense. The quality has been top notch. The football itself has been crisp. And the movement of the ball around the pitch has been brilliant. These are professional footballers and they are giving us a classic African football here in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. You look at the captain of the Malian team, Aliou Dieng, sporting number 23 jersey. Brilliant footballer by all standard.
As you can see the moon on your screens, it's late yet. 23 minutes into the game and it's 22 minutes 40 seconds past 7 p.m. local time. Anyway, you are listening to us. 19:23 hours GMT. Game continues. The Black Stars win possession in midfield. Kwesi Sibo trying to spread play down his left-hand side. He finds Gideon Mensah. Mensah waiting for the run of Jordan Ayew. Jordan picks up the ball. Strong footwork there from Jordan and he's been brought down. It's going to be a free kick against Mali. Salim Diakite punished.
Well, that's classic Jordan. That's typical Jordan. He loves to hold the ball, draw defenders to foul him, get infringements out of them and get set pieces into the box. The Black Stars got to be very clinical, ruthless in terms of the way they go about executing their set pieces. This game will not just be any mere game that they can win by a fluke. They've got to bring all their arsenals on board and they've got to combine to devastating effect in terms of how they combine with each other on top of the pitch around the Malian penalty box.
Around the Malian penalty box. Free kick for Ghana. Gideon Mensah and Jordan Ayew standing behind the ball. It's rather Mohamed Kudus. Jordan has left it for Kudus to effect it. And that free kick has been cleared. It's going to be a corner kick. Lassina Senayoko doing his defensive duties.
He has been solid so far in the game. The mobbing has been superb and his timing as well has been perfect. For the Malians, they are unscattered at this particular point in time.
Very much unscattered corner kick for Ghana. Ghana has been very, very good with set pieces in the last couple of games that they've played. And talking about the players who have been scoring the set pieces, both of them are inside the penalty area. Thomas Partey and Mohamed Salisu. Alexander Jiku also has that aerial presence. Jordan Ayew with a very good free kick. Jiku Diarra misses it. But that was a connection that came from Thomas Partey. But he misses his target. He's complaining to the referee. That was a push on me.
Just maybe these are the moments we can break that Malian defense because we've tried from the left, from the right to the center, and that defense would just not crack. So I feel that we need to take advantage of these set pieces that fall to us and just we can be able to dismantle but not try from the start at all. I hope that we get many of those and get the right men behind it to do that final connection for us.
To do the final connection, Mali. Ali for that run and ball has dropped. Jonathan Jete commits himself and that is going to be the first yellow card of the game.
His timing was poor. He got it back. Had it not been that to pull him down, he would have been clear on goal because the covering wasn't there. Salisu and Jiku were caught out of position. This is what they have to work on because you can't just take your eye off this game. These are quality players dotted around this pitch. And in terms of the attacking position for the Malians, you can tell Senayoko Lassina was right there to be able to pounce on that particular occasion.
Lassina Senayoko, he's very pacey. He has that threat. And it's going to be a free kick to Mali. And it's Kamara Dumbia elects himself a good delivery inside the penalty area. Jiku clears his line, but ball down the right-hand side of Mali's attack. Jordan Ayew deflects the ball off for a throw-in with his body. And Salim Diakite would opt himself for the throw-in down the right-hand side of Mali's attack. Fode Dukure wanted that throw-in. He's picked up by Diakite. Salim all the way back to Fode. And it's Mali still in possession. Mamadou Fofana. Fofana gets the ball to Salim Diakite inside the penalty area, and it's cleared by Salisu. Ball finds Partey. Partey, he's been shrugged off the ball. Ghana trying to be very defensively solid, but Mali, Senayoko, it's rather Dumbia, and they've lost control, and Gideon Mensah can put the ball away for the Black Stars. A throw-in for Ghana to move out of that defensive duty that they had to plunge themselves into.
Well, the Malians were on attack, and then Ghana has to switch. They have to be very disciplined, resolute, time the tackles to perfection. And on that particular occasion, Thomas Partey has a mishap. He was trying to hold on to the ball, got bundled to the floor, but he stood up and then was able to mop up properly, and then finally got completed by the left wing back in
Caleb Richie's trying to find Mohamed Kudus, but a tackle from Dante. Throwing quickly affected by Kudus. He finds Caleb. Caleb has been pushed down. It's going to be a free kick. And it looks like Caleb has, listened to the word of Kudus during that temporary break.
Of course, Calvin, if you have that understanding with the person and you know what the person wants, after all, they both want the same results, and so the right-hand side of our attack looks to be the most prolific thus far, and that is where the chances are falling through. So if they're able to get it right, good things should come from that angle for the Black Stars.
Corner kick for Ghana, but Badi Luxolo would have to make sure that tempers are calm inside the goalkeeper's area. He's speaking to Antoine Semenyo, Djigu Diarra, Thomas Partey, as well as Sekou Niakite. Kudus elects himself for this corner kick. Jordan Ayew is close by. Jordan trying to tell him what to do. Mohamed Kudus. And there is a push inside the penalty area. It looks like Alexander Djiku, but the referee, Badi Luxolo, telling the players to move away. And it looks like Dumbia is the one on the tap, but referee Luxolo tells him to quickly get up.
Absolutely, he saw it all the way through when they were tussling with each other. But Kevin, look at the attendance at Accra Sports Stadium. Initially, they never wanted to open up the Independence part of the park, but the moment they opened it up, within 15 minutes, the whole place got packed up to its raptures. Attendance will be about 98% if I'm not mistaken here this evening.
Wow, people are still entering, as we can see from the various entry points. Far post, but Mali will clear their lines. Gideon sends it back in. Picked up by Jordan Ayew at the edge of the penalty area with a blast across the face of goal. And it's going across the face of goal for a goal kick. Good try.
Very, very good drive, but unfortunately, Semenyo knew he was in that outside position and didn't really step forward. I'm just saying, we need to go in for those long balls, make use of those set pieces, because you cannot walk through this Malian defense with the ball that we are playing. So if we can continue like this, just maybe we can be lucky. It was not a bad try at all.
Half an hour done here at the Accra Sports Stadium, 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Ghana nil, Mali nil. A long ball into Ghana's defensive area. Alexander Djiku will clear his lines. Alou Dieng waiting for Kamara. Very good gather there by Mohamed Kudus. Atwetes Maka. Kudus, but he's failed to keep the ball in play. Throw in for Mali.
Quick feet by Mohamed Kudus on that particular occasion. He wriggled his way through the defenders, but he finally got the ball out of touch for a walk-on throw-in.
Kwesi Simo with a quick ball back to Jordan Ayew. Jordan rolls it down to Ajeti. Ajeti weighs his option. Comes close to Kwesi Simo. The real Oviedo midfielder has first season in the Spanish top flight. Thomas Partey gets close to Mohamed Kudus. Kudus strong on the ball. Lays it down for Partey. Partey back to Simo. Simo weighing his options. Trying to advance into a shooting position. Lays it for Jordan Ayew. Jordan. And Kwesi Simo lays it for his captain. After that repel from the Malians. Thomas Partey looking towards his right hand side. Partey. Jonas Ajeti, Caleb in a very good position. Ajeti, can he get past this man? It's going to be a foul against Jonas Ajeti. Abigail, you seem to be in disagreement.
I saw that he went in strong for the ball, but he didn't impede him in any way. Of course, he knows that if he doesn't go down and he moves away from him, that could spell doom for Mali. I think that the referee, unfortunately, one had that call wrong. It was a hard one to go in for, but I don't think he went in for the player. He did go in for the ball.
Headed going for the ball, and it's going to be a free kick against Ghana, but Mali finding it in their own half. Jigu Diarra gets himself up to effect this.
Well, Kevin, if you look at Kwesi Sipo, it doesn't look like he's having his debut for the Black Stars here in the World Cup qualifier. He has been tidy in terms of the way he moved the ball forward. That is how you expect a holding midfielder should play. You pick the ball, you have to orchestrate or create something out of nothing. And the energy that he has shown here so far, he has been so superb for the Black Stars.
Superb for the Black Stars. Mali with a throw-in. Amadou Dante. He's been told by referee Luxolo to get back. He stole a few meters. But referee Luxolo now says he's okay. And the ball can be sent back into play. Mali and Caleb pushes this man down. Needless challenge.
Needless, reckless. You should have known better. You can't just barge into the back of your opponent like that right in front of the referee. There is no way the referee wasn't going to whistle for an infringement. See, like Abigail said, Caleb needs to calm down. Otuado needs to tell him to calm down. You can't keep giving this kind of petty set pieces on top of the penalty, because if you look at stature-wise, the Malians have enough height to trouble us on set pieces.
Game continues, free kick for Mali. Amadou Dante to effect this. Goes in with a very good delivery. It's blocked by his own man at the edge of the penalty area. But Alou Dieng will quickly steal the ball away from Jordan Ayew. Caleb retrieves the ball for Ghana. Kudu strong on the ball. Very good Ghana. Goes in central. He finds Partey. Ghana on the run over the halfway line. Thomas Partey. Gideon Mensah advancing. Partey finds Gideon. Gideon, can he send in a quick whip? He comes back to Partey, but that was a very poor pass from Gideon Mensah. But Mohamed Salisu comes all the way into the midsection to pick up the pass. It was a loose ball. Gideon Mensah back to Salisu. Salisu comes close to Jiku. Jiku, Alexander Jiku to Mohamed Salisu. Salisu close by his Kwesi Sibo. Sibo, and he gives the ball away. And it's Alou Dieng. He has no options, but has to go down his right hand side to find Fode Doucouré. Doucouré with the ball to Kamari Doumbia. Finds Coach Kode Doucouré. But Alexander Jiku quickly play the ball out of Ghana's defensive end. Jordan Ayew back to Gideon Mensah. Mensah is giving the ball back away, and Alou Dieng couldn't find the right pass. He's blocked his man. Obstruction and a foul against Mali. Lots of misplaced passes.
Yeah, absolutely. But on the attacking phase of play for the Malians, the ball got whipped into the zone beautifully by Jiku. Very solid clearance on that particular occasion. See, the wing backs need to play simple ball in Caleb Yerenchi and then Gideon Mensah. Gideon Mensah, the misplaced passes from him has been too much. He needs to calm down. He shouldn't be fumbling in games like this. He has played at the World Cup before.
Game continues. Ghana nil, Mali nil. Sporty 106.1 FM. In Accra, across our affiliates in Kumasi and Takrady. We are streaming live on our socials. Jonathan Jetty plays the ball out of play. Throw in for Mali. Amadou Dante throws it down. He finds his man. And can Koulibaly win possession. But very good gather there from Caleb. Finds the ball to Partey. Partey to Salisu. Salisu weighing his options. Sends in a long one looking for the run of Antoine Semenyo. And referee Luxolo calls back the free kick. From Alou Dieng.
That was an off-the-ball incident. So if the referee is whistling for that, then he should be flashing the yellow card. But he let him off the hook. But the quality of the ball into the attacking channel for Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo was a fraction late in terms of reacting to the ball again. He has to stay alive. I don't know why he always plays like he's out of himself. He got to understand in African football.
Yeah. In African football, the spaces are very minimal. Game continues. 9 more minutes before the first half of the game ends. And Mohamed Salisu misjudges that, but he quickly keeps it in play. Trying to send in a long one. It comes off Senayoko's boot. But Jordan Ayew, very good guy, strong on the ball. Jordan, clever touch, wants options. He's found that in Gideon Mensah. Mensah looking for Partey. Gideon, all the way back to Salisu. Salisu finds Jiku. Jiku, all the way to Ajete on his right. Ajete on the halfway line. Gets over it to Caleb. Caleb, back to Ajete. And Mohamed Kudus lost that aerial tussle. Ball drops in midfield. Mohamed Kamara and Kwesi Sibo commits a foul. Quickly effected inside the center circle. Ball is picked up by Sinayoku. Sinayoku on the run. He lays it down on the right hand side. And it's picked up by Fode Dukuri. Gideon Mensah. Slice to clear that ball for a throw-in.
Mistakes are one too many from Gideon, but I think that we are getting to really understand that deep lining of the African play. And so if you are a 7-year-old and you are not ready to inject yourself into it, it becomes very difficult for you. But the Malians have been this resolute from the beginning of the game up until this point. And they feel rather very relaxed taking on the Black Stars in front of all of these huge fans that are watching.
Game continues. Mali Aliou Dieng with the ball. Djigui Diarra wants it. Thomas Partey with a high press. Diarra takes all the time in the world with a dink of a pass. Looking for his right back, Salim Diakite. Cleverly gets over it. Questions the ball. Trying to find Jordan Ayew. But Aliou Dieng makes that interception. Dieng picks up the return. Kamari Doumbia. Doumbia with a quick ball. Looking forward to finding his man. Jordan Ayew comes back to retrieve it. Gideon Mensah. That was a very poor pass, but Gideon wins himself a free kick after that challenge from Kamari Doumbia.
Calvin, see, he has to calm himself down and play the ball simple into spaces. He took the toughest route out of that particular situation. You have two holding midfielders right in front of you. Just step on the ball, play the ball, move into space, let them link up with you. But you always want to go that over-elaborating kind of thing. He got to understand that he's not an attacking player. He's a defensive player.
He is a defensive player. Clever gather there by Mohamed Kudus. Great piece of skill to retain possession. Caleb to question Sebo. Sebo with a dink of a pass looking for the round of Antoine Semenyo. But that was overhit. The intentions were clear.
He overcooked the pass on that particular occasion. But if you look at the intention, that tells you that he's a midfielder that scans the pitch properly. Not some Salis and Co, when they get the ball, they look down. But look, for a holding midfielder to always step up, trying to create, speaks about his footballing vision and how he sees the game in entirety in terms of the attacking phase of play.
Then Salis gets an uppercut. Salis gets an uppercut. Game continues. Mali with the ball. 5
at Accra Sports Stadium. And look at the sheer ecstasy. Look at the reaction. Look at the energy of the supporters in the stands, Calvin.
Referee.
Well, clearly, this shows that a lot of talking to did happen in that dressing room. They know that the fans were yearning for a moment like this. And come on, I'm very happy they didn't relax when that ball just hit the crossbar, came back. The energy with which they attacked that corner is what has paid off. And boy, oh boy, Alexander Dgoub, always bubbling with energies that one cannot measure, and definitely had to be the man there. A good one for the Stars, good one for Ghana. Let's continue. Maybe we can get some two more.
Display of fireworks at the stadium. The Malians were not happy, but game continues. 15 minutes done. Ghana 1, Mali 0. The Malians was trying to stand in the long ball. Thomas Partey will clear his lines. A throw in anywhere will do now. And as you can hear, the shouts of USA. Throw in quickly effected. Ball down to the right hand side. It's picked up by Salim Diakite. Diakite with a quick ball now, trying to find his man. Sets in a delivery, but too heavy. And Caleb Irenchi will try to usher that one out for a goal kick. And it's going to be a throw in. Caleb has been pushed down. And the referee, Luxolo will get close. I will try to talk to Ali Dieng as well as Lasina Sinayoku.
Calvin, see, that goal by Alexander Dgoub has lifted the roof off here at Accra Sports Stadium. The energy, the fans, the way they found their voices here at Accra Sports Stadium. See, I can't remember the last time I've seen this massive turnout at this stadium. And look, they are not just here in their numbers. They are really supporting the Black Stars. And the Stars are ready to play for them. This game, the first half, has been tough, has been tactical. But the way the Black Stars started that second half tells you one thing. There has been some sort of fireworks in the dressing room. They came out a little bit earlier, and then they duly broke the deadlock here through Alexander Dgoub to take the lead. And look, the fans are cheering every single step here at Accra Sports Stadium.
Yeah, remember I mentioned earlier that this defense of this Malians will not allow you to go through the sides or through the center. So when you get these kind of set pieces, do well to make good use of it. And I think that is what they have done here. Hopefully they'll be able to ride on it. But the Malians look a little angry at themselves for allowing that in. But hey, it's their mistake, their loss, and our game.
A long ball there from Djigui Diarra, looking at finding Fede Doucouré. But ball rolls out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Mali. Salim Diakite picks the ball up. He's been offered an outlet in defense, but he's not ready for it. Sent in a long one. Kamori Dumbia. But Mohamed Salisu stepped forward to prevent Lasina Sinayoku from having anything of that. Another throw-in. This time around, advanced position. Ball picked up by Mohamed Kamara. Kamara will spread play. He finds Niakite. Siko Niakite. Niakite with the delivery inside the penalty area. Ball drops outside for Mali. Benjamin Asare, and that's a very good clearance from Gideon Mensah. Very much agile after that block from Salisu.
Well, Sinayoko put his body behind the player and the goalkeeper. Turned back, took a swipe. Ball ricocheted off Mohamed Salisu. But the final clearance got completed beautifully by Gideon Mensah on that particular occasion.
Mohamed Kamara with the ball. Switches play to the left-hand side. Picked up by Niakite. Niakite goes in with a drive. It comes off the body of Jordan Ayew. Niakite would have to fight for the ball with Antoine Semenyo. But Niakite was fast and quick to that ball. The Malians seems to have upped their tempo.
Absolutely, they are playing on the front foot again, taking the game to the Black Stars. And now the Black Stars don't need to sit deep. They've got to come out, gun blazing on all play it in their faces, because they have enough quality. If you sit too deep, they'll carve you open. And in Sinayoko, they have a potential goal scorer that can be able to hurt you at any time of the game.
Any time of the game, he can hurt you. And a clearance from Ajete. Anywhere will do now. Throw in for the Black Stars. And it's Caleb Irenchi who wants the ball. And he's been fed with it. Ajeti sent in a long one, looking for the run of Antoine Semenyo. Goalkeeper Djigui Diarra anywhere will do. Inside central midfield, trying to head the ball back to Mohamed Kudus. Ghana still in possession, but very good Ghana there coming from Fede. Fede out with his man. Fede, but that's clearly going to be a foul. A free kick against Gideon Mensah. And Fede will quickly throw it down to Salim. Salim picks up Kamara. Back to Salim. Salim, nutmeg of Jordan Ayew. Kamara, he finds Aliou Dieng. Back to Kamara. Kamara strong on the ball. He's been pushed down by Mohamed Kudus. Free kick for Mali. Fede Doucouré.
Look, Kudus is very lively this evening. He's in the mood. He wants to play. He had had enough of people saying he has not been active enough. Look, his movement, he's tracking back in terms of both defensive and attacking combinations. Kudus have been solid here at Accra Sports Stadium.
Kudus has been very much solid at the Accra Sports Stadium. 10 minutes into the second half. 55 minutes in total. Ghana 1, Mali 0. The only goal coming from Alexander Djiku. Mali trying to keep their stride into attack. But interception comes in from Caleb Yuenchi. Amadou Dante. Dante with a throw-in. Quickly throws it down. He finds his man, Koulibaly. Koulibaly to Aliou Dieng. And the Mexican wave. The Mexican wave at the Accra Sports Stadium has become a traditional ritual. And Caleb Yuenchi was looking for the run of Antoine Semenyo. Ball goes all the way back to Djigu Diarra. Diarra out with Semenyo. Gets the ball down the left-hand side to Niakite. Niakite sends one in. But Salisu will clear his lines. In central. What a touch there by Mohamed Kudus. Best onto the attack. Onto his sweet left foot. Is he going to go for a strike? Kudus has been pushed wide. But it's off his man. And it's a corner kick as he rallies support from the fans. And that is solid, dignified.
That is solid. Pick the ball. Look at the control. Superb. Then switch into attacking phase. 1v1 with the defender. Rico passed him. Got into the penalty box. The defender barged him a little. Got his laces through it. Ricochet of the defender for a welcome corner kick to the Black Stars.
Another corner kick, and the fans are cheering. Jordan Ayew, can he effect another sweet one? Jordan Ayew sends one in. Djigu this time around comes out. Kwesisebo with an acrobatic hit. Alexander Djigu with a header. And this time around, not too strong, and Djigu saves it. Throws it down the left-hand side. Amadou Dante waiting for options. Aliou Dieng inside central midfield. Dieng back to Dante. Dante bursts forward, looking at finding Dumbia picks up the ball, leaves it for Dante. Back to Aliou Dieng. Dieng back to Kamara. Sinayoko wanted it, but no space for him as Dante will try to find his man. And Koulibaly wins the throw-in. Alexander Djiku falls down in the process. And the Mexican wave and the South continue at the Accra Sports Stadium. A ball inside the penalty area and a cross, but it's been blocked there by Jonas Ajeti, trying to prevent his man from having a very good take. That delivery nearly blocked, but it's going to be a corner kick for Mali.
The Black Stars got to mop up properly. Stop all this onslaught from the Malians, because the moment you give them the opportunity to keep probing around the penalty box, it's dangerous. And Ghana needs to be alive on the first and the second ball. The reaction needs to be quick, and then the communication needs to be spot on.
Corner kick for Mali. And that is going to be the first change. And Nene Douglas coming on. Nene Douglas has come on. And then we see the next change. And it's the number 10 shirted man who comes on to replace that man. And that's the substitution. Diarra Gassou has also come on. And delivery is at the penalty area. Benjamin Asari with a fist. Benjamin Asari with a fist. Clears his lines. Game continues. And it's a quick ball looking for the run there. But very good gather from Sebo. He finds Caleb Yuenchi, but ball draws behind Caleb. Game continues. And it's Mali in defensive mode now. Jordan Ayew, but too late to the ball. And that's a clearance. Nene Douglas. He picks up the ball. Gets the ball to Koulibaly. Koulibaly finds Nene Douglas. Douglas with the ball. Nene. And he gets the ball back into defense where he finds Salim Diakite. Finally, Mali have their favorite star, Nene Douglas on.
Look, he is very quick with the ball at his feet. He's just like Mohamed Kudus kind of a player. And he doesn't get scared about any opponent put in front of him. In terms of the 1v1, if you are in front of him, he will expose you. And he has that sweet cultured foot.
He has that sweet cultured foot too, to cause you any sort of damage he wants. Game continues, throw in for Mali. Quickly effected to find goalkeeper Jigui Diarra. Diarra quickly plays it to Nyakite. Nyakite on the ball. Long ball down his right hand side. Salim Diakite. Diakite close by. Es Fofana. Looking at driving the ball up front. Finds Nene Douglas. Douglas with the ball down the right hand side to Salim. Salim's idea was brilliant, but the execution was very much poor, and it's a goal kick for Ghana.
Well, finally, the Malians know that the Black Stars have found a way around them, and it's kind of they look a little peeved and wanting so much to come at the start. There's been fireworks in the second half, and I like how the Stars have kept their composure. In moments like this, you just make the best of it, get another goal to cushion you, and then you'll be able to continue the game. But it's been a good second half so far. This showing has been very great. If we had this kind of energies in the first half, maybe we'll be telling a different story at this point in time.
Telling a different story at this point in time. Let's see what happens. Ghana 1, Mali 0. Just half an hour left to play. A long ball from Jonas Ajete in central. Mohamed Kudus. Clever gather there from the Tottenham Hotspur man. Mohamed Kudus finds Kwesi Sebo. Sebo back to Jonas Ajete. Ajete comes in central. Partey has been put from behind. Not happy with it. Game continues. Salisu to Jordan. Salisu picks up the return. Gideon Mensah trying to find Antoine Semenyo. Ball played behind him and it's picked up in defense. Mali, Nene Douglas, can he keep it in play? But that was too heavy for him to latch onto. And the ball goes over. That is going to be a goal. A throw-in for Ghana.
Well, you look at Mali, they are trying to play it quicker through the lines. But Ghana is not allowing them the spaces to play through the gears. Because the moment you allow them to have that kind of spaces, they'll kill you. And if you look at Ghana, they just need to stay calm, stay compact, stay tactical. And they'll be able to see off this game. You don't need to take the gamble. It's Mali that is supposed to take the gamble.
Nene Douglas with the ball, but he's been brought down by Gideon Mensah. And referee Badi Luxolo whistles for a foul.
If you look at the tempo of the game, Ghana basically are now switched. They've now switched into the low block and trying to catch them off the guard. It's just like now Mali show us the stuff you are made of. But Mali should be very careful about Antoine Semenyo's speed and then Mohamed Kudus' individual brilliance.
Free kick for Mali, delivery inside the penalty, and the connection comes in, but it goes wide. Sinayoko read that beautifully, but that connection was just way off target. Ghana's defense left flat-footed.
Poor delivery, and I think that on that occasion, the Stars were caught ball watching again. But even if it had gone the way of Benjamin Asari, he was much more alert than his defenders. But they are trying so hard to get back at us and at least hope that they'll be able to go away with a draw. But the Stars need to respond fast.
Very good flick there from Caleb Yenche, and he finds Mohamed Kudus. Caleb in a very good position. Mohamed Kudus comes into a shooting, and Bade's pass has been intercepted. Not too very well cleared. Gideon Mensah gets the ball to Jordan. Ball to Gideon. Gideon with a delivery, but it comes off Salim Diakite for a throw-in.
That was a solid mob by Diakite. He stayed very close to Gideon. Read the attacking phase. The moment Gideon wanted to whip in the cross, he put his entire body frame behind the ball to thwart the threat. But if you look at Ghana, they've been very explosive on the counter. And that has been the problem. They have been causing countless problems to Mali in the second half with that particular pattern of play.
Game continues. Gideon Mensah with the ball. Finds Jordan Ayew. Jordan back to Gideon Mensah. Close by his stop. Partey with a long ball in there. He was nearly fouled, but referee allowed play to continue. Nene Douglas. He finds Sinayoko. Sinayoko comes in central to Kamara. Kamara down his left hand side. Amadou Dante. Dante with a quick ball down his left-hand side. And he finds Diarra. Diarra quickly plays it to Gasu, who just came on. And Thomas Partey, this is the second time. And he should be careful not to attract a booking from the referee. And you can see the referee signaling 2 bad fouls from you.
Thomas Partey is one of the most experienced players in the team. He shouldn't be the one committing this kind of silly. Initially, earlier, he barged into Dieng in central midfield at the blind side of the referee. Then over there as well, he went to do the same thing.
The irony is on the blind side of the referee, he has also suffered that, but it becomes painful when yours is seen and what was done against you goes unseen.
A delivery and that ball has been repelled. Mohamed Kudus with the ball. Mohamed Kudus, clever. Antoine Semenyo giving him options. Kudus, but Caleb Yenchi offers him support. Caleb out to his man. He falls down. Alou Dieng wings back. The ball for Mali. Down the left-hand side. Mali, Gasu. Very good gather from Koulibaly and Sidayoko. Looking at advancing. But that was from Dumbia. Dumbia picks up the return. Gets into the Kamara. Close by is Dieng. Dieng back to Dumbia. Dumbia goes to Gasu Diarra. Gasu trying to get the better out of Ghana's defense. Gasu leaves the ball for Dante. And there's a knock there, but Kamara, play continues. Dante finds Dumbia with a drive. It hits the ground just in front of Benjamin Asari, but that was easy for him to
solid handling. The ball bounced right in front of him, and we've seen such balls go through goalkeepers on countless occasions. But he saw it all the way through, put his entire body behind the ball, and the handling itself was very superb.
Benjamin Asari keep the post as if his life depends on it. He's always trying to make sure that he gets a clean sheet, gets the work done, and that has been just who he is, right from Great Olympics, even to out of work and into the national team. And if you have a conversation with Lion about him, you realize that he says some points on some good qualities about him, and it's no fluke that he gets to keep some of this game. And he's been good this evening and trying so hard to make sure things go well for the Black Stars this evening.
Game continues. 67 minutes approaching. Looks like Otado will be making his first substitution. Kamaldeen Sulemana being called by Desmond Ofer. And you can see very much ready. A long ball from Dieng. Comes in central and he finds Fofana. Fofana gets it down his right hand side. Nene Douglas. Clever on the ball. Is he going to shoot? Douglas still trying to find a way through. Mohamed Kudus, and he's been fouled, but Kudus continues. Kudus ready to play. Antoine Semenyo moving. Kudus, but that wasn't there. You could see he was in pain. Kudus was in pain.
Yeah.
And referee allows play to continue. And Mali don't care about what is happening to Kudus. Djigu Diarra tells his man Fofana to continue playing.
That's so unsporting on the blind side of the referee. I thought that at least away from football, he's just human. Kudus thought he could have continued, but I'm sure when he felt the pain, that was when he went down. But for that reaction from the goalkeeper, just unsporting and unfortunate.
That was quite unsporting. Jordan Ayew gets to the referee and makes a complaint. My man was hit very bad, and you can see the exchanges between himself and Alou Dieng. But the referee Luxolo will quickly settle the matter between Ghana's captain and Mali's captain. Tempest rising.
Well, Jordan wasn't happy with the tackle because he saw it to be a very reckless tackle on Kudus. And the referee, I think at the end of the day, should have revisited the incident to punish the player, because it was, had Kudus hit the deck and remained, he would have issued out a caution. So if you allow play on, then he should revisit it and then punish the player.
Kagara Mustafa has come on to replace Lasino Sinayoko, who couldn't have a very, very good game. Game continues. Ball drops for Kamara. And it goes all the way to Salim Diakite. Diakite to Djigu Diarra. Djigu with a dink of a pass, looking for Diakite once again. He heads it down. Nene Douglas and Gideon Mensah. But it's picked up by Fofana with a long ball looking for Mustafa, who just came on. Mustafa Sangara, but he's been beaten to it by Alexander Jiku. Then the Jugglers trying to win possession. It's going to be a throw-in for the Black Stars. Malik, Salim Diakite. Salim throws it down to Mohamed Kamara. Kamara close by. S. Nyakite. Nyakite finds Dante. Dante down his left-hand side. S. Gasudiara, but he decides to come in central. Listen for Dumbia, cross inside the penalty area, and then the Jugglers. But not the very best of connections, and Jiku will clear his lines. Ball is picked up by Fofana. Mali pinning Ghana to their own half. Salim plays it onto the path of Kamara, and Kamara wins a corner kick, and Ghana can have their substitution.
It's been all over. Mali has been all over Ghana in the last 5 minutes, and the Black Stars need to start recycling the ball properly. They need to step out. I don't know how they've decided to go and sit deep. You don't do this. When you do this, one goal in the World Cup, Mali knows that they have to score, and they'll keep coming back at you. The Black Stars need to expand the pitch, play their normal game. Why will you score and decide to go and switch off? It's a problem. And for the coach, he has to send that information out there to the players to be able to get it into their head for them to start playing.
Game continues, 70 minutes play, 20 more minutes. Ghana 1, Mali 0. Mali with a corner kick. Nene Jogeles sent in a very good delivery, cleared by Caleb Urenchi. Not too far. Mali will build another attack, and it's Koulibaly lifts it now for Nene Jogeles. Nene, and Jordan Ayew tells him, go back, I'll help you. Nene finds Dieng with the ball outside. It's Dumbia finding a shooting range. But ball is cleared by Thomas Partey. Aliou Dieng recovers. Lays it for Gassa. Gassa with a delivery inside the penalty area. Mohamed Salisu will clear it. And there is a flick on from Aliou Dieng. It was rather Kamara. Dante gets the ball to his captain. Aliou Dieng. Dieng to Gassa. Gassa out to it, Caleb. But Caleb recovers. Gassa trying to get the better of Caleb. Caleb wins possession. Can Kudus pick up that pass? It's going to be a foul against Gassa on Kwesi Sebo.
Very dangerous play from the start in the last 7-5 minutes. We've sat too deep in our own half and allowed the Malians to that. Maybe this change will draw them out. Everybody will be calmer to be able to start from the middle. But that pressure we are soaking in, I don't know how long we can take it, and it's not a best way to play, knowing that we are even leading and playing at home.
No, Kevin, you see, at my first half summary, I told you, when you asked me where do you think Ghana should improve, I told you, if by 60th minute, Antoine Semenyo still keeps playing like the way he plays in the first half, Kamaldeen Sulemana should come on, push Jordan centrally, and that's exactly what the coach has done. The game, the more you watch it, them to know exactly what should happen.
And Thomas Partey seems to be sending a message to the technical team. He's complaining. It looks like either Caleb or Jonas is struggling. They want an instruction as in how they will set up. It's not too clear. Partey with a high press. And it's Salim. Gideon Mensah wins possession. Gideon out to his man. Clever play from Gideon. And Gideon has been held. And he lost possession. It's going to be a throw-in against Ghana. And clearly,
the referee needs to be very careful. If he loses control of this game, it will spell doom. He needs to be very, very careful. Over 20 minutes is too much to let this game go. He needs to be he should pay attention and listen to his lines. He needs to be too careful.
Mustafa with the ball, very strong. And that's the tackle that comes in from Jonas Ajeti. Wrapping it all up after Alexander Jiku shows some great strength.
Well, the Black Stars have picked a clue from what happened to them in Chad. They are not ready to take their foot off the pedal. In terms of the mobbing, they've been very superb and very, very solid in terms of the way they approach their decision making in terms of defending their area.
Ball in central, picked up by Kamara, lays it down for Fofana. Close by S. Diakite. Salim finds Kamara, clever touch. Mohamed Kudus showing some great strength, but Kudus falls down. Jordan Ayew. He just bundles into Kamara, and the referee will call the two players, Mohamed Kudus and Kamara. And he settles that rift. I'm sure that will be a final warning. Dumbia quickly takes the free kick. He finds his man, Nyakiti. Nyakiti weighing his options. Nyakiti digs it for Dante. Dante to Gassa. Gassa back to Dante. Gassa wanted a return, but Dante still on the ball. Dante looking at a cross. Dante close shot. Jonas Ajeti not very well cleared. Ball drops to Gassa outside the penalty area, and Ghana win a free kick as the ball came off Gassa's arm.
Well, if you look at the game, Mali, ever since they conceded, they've been playing the better football, carving out the better chances. The Black Stars switch into game management. And it's too early for me for them to be doing this. They've got to play. The coaches are supposed to ring in the substitutions. If the players are tired, take them out.
If the players are tired, that is why you have the benefit of 5 changes to re-inject energy. 15 more minutes to end the game. Ghana 0. Ghana 1, Mali 0, I should say. And that's a clearance nearly gone bad by Djigu Diarra. Recovers it after that header from Kamara. Salim sends in a long one looking for the run of Mustafa. Mohamed Salisu jumps high and it wanes. The throw in to Mali.
Mohamed Salisu has been very solid in this game in terms of his decision making. He doesn't take much gamble. He plays it simple. You control, or you clear it out of the zone. That's the most important thing.
Ball drops to Dante. Is he going to shoot? Dante with a wall drive, and it comes across the face of goal.
These Malians have not rested, especially in the second half. They just want to pull parity to prove a point that they have been that resolute in defense. But I like how the Stars are holding up. But you ask yourself again, for how long if you would sit this deep? Just a moment what someone even blinks, it could cost them. So they just have to bring that game to them and play like they did in the early minutes of the second half. That even resulted in that set piece. But looks like we could be seeing another change from Otuado pretty soon.
Game continues. Quick ball down the left hand side. Dante with a long pass, nearly evading Fofana, but he plays it over the halfway line to Salim. Close by is Fofana still looking for options. Fofana with a ding. Mustafa, but Gideon Mensah will come out to clear it. Mohamed Kudus strong on the ball, trying to keep possession. He's been brought down. Referee whistles for a foul against Alu Dieng. Foul against Alu Dieng. And it's a free kick for Ghana. Alexander Djiku stands behind the ball. Thomas Partey wants it to be quickly taken, but Djiku still spending time on the ball. Benjamin Asari wants it, but Djiku is not looking back. Jordan Ayew, he won that ball, but is wildly cleared by Fofana. Mohamed Salisu jumps high and he wins possession. Ball drops to Caleb. Kwesi Sebo back to Partey. Finds Caleb, but that was a very good gather there by Dante, and it comes off Caleb for a throw-in. Quickly effected by Dante. He finds Alu Dieng. Dieng on the ball. Alu Dieng. Kwesi Sebo trying to pick up Dumbia. Alu Dieng lays it down on the left hand side for Gassa Diarra plays it into midfield. Kamara finds Fofana to Salim. Nene Dogeles. Nene, the 22-year-old. Clever play from him. He wants more options. Ball play to Mustafa. Very good control. Hold up play from Mustafa. But his pass gone wild. And Caleb will send in a long one. Anywhere would do. Djigu Diarra picks it up right in front of the penalty area. And Caleb is no nonsense. Anywhere would do.
That was a no-nonsense grab from Caleb Yerenchi. He kicked it high up the field, and you look at the reaction from the fans. They endorsed that particular clearance on that particular occasion. But it's been all over. It's been Mali all over Ghana. And it's shocking as to how Ghana decided to play like this. They were playing better until they scored. And Kevin and Abigail, I can't sum up how they are approaching the rest of this game. And this is how they've been playing in the qualifiers.
I don't know. We came into this game hoping
to be dangerous ball with Dumbia lays it for Kamara. Back to Dumbia with the ball. Nene Dogeles and the Fenerbahce strikes. It goes over the goalpost. Nene Dogeles, his strike going over, and Ghana can quickly make their substitutions. Jordan, are you going off? Iñaki Williams coming on. Jordan going off. And Iñaki Williams. And Kudus goes off. Joseph Pencil. Abigail, what do you make of these substitutions?
Well, I thought that one of those two should have stayed because, believe it or not, they have driven that attacking line for the Black Stars this evening. And a game where Kudus has reached deep into himself and playing with everything that he lays his hands on. Look at that tackle on him. He could have easily gone down, but he realized that no, this is the game I want to play and possibly see it to the very end. I am not too comfortable with those two. And that even was a little talk on the bench before they decided
and the two players are angry.
Yeah. They have to be, unfortunately.
Mali will throw in their final card.
If you look at Jordan in particular.
Mali will throw in their final card.
And you see Thomas Partey telling, I don't think Thomas Partey supported the substitution as well.
Osman Kamara has come on. Osman Kamara on. And
good.
Musa Sela has also come on.
Substitutions are good, but on the days where you see some players going far above themselves, sometimes you can equally let it go. Yes, we need fresh legs, but I don't think any of those two players showed they were tired in any way.
Well, the coaches have seen it differently. The three of them had their discussion, and I think we've done about 80 minutes. 10 more minutes. That is a whole lot of minutes, Calvin.
10 more minutes. We'll wait to see what happens in the final 10. Musa Sela has come on, as well as Kamara. Game continues with a quick ball into the path of Mustafa. Mustafa leaves it for Nene Douglas. Nene Douglas with a delivery. Benjamin Asari. He'll pick it up anywhere. He falls. That is a good gather from goalkeeper Benjamin Asari. He's brimming with lots of confidence.
Of course, playing against in front of these home fans that have known how he's risen to the senior national team. Of course, that is enough motivation for him, aside him motivating himself to be there for the senior national team.
Aside him motivating himself, Kamara loses on that aerial tussle. Thomas Partey fighting for the ball. Gideon Mensah, not a very good clearance. Alou Dieng will head it back to Mustafa. Mustafa, that is a free kick against Mohamed Salisu. Salisu clearly not happy with that decision, but the referee had already whistled for a foul there against Mohamed Salisu.
Gavin, the Malians have given a good account of themselves, even though they are trailing here at Accra Sports Stadium. They have been playing the better football in the second half, and the Black Stars basically have just been trying to manage the game with about 25 minutes earlier to go, and it's shocking us to have Ghana switch into this mode.
And delivery inside the penalty area, not too good, but Jonas Ajete jumps high to win that and clear his lines. Caleb Rinchi, very, very difficult for him, but Gasu gets past the second man. Gasu inside the penalty area, too many touches, and ball drops outside the penalty area. And it's Kamaldeen Sulemana. Kamaldeen Sulemana on the run. Iñaki wants it. Kamaldeen Sulemana, and he's wasted it. Djigu Diarra picks it up. Wasteful from Kamaldeen.
Kevin, I'm sorry, but that has always been my problem with him. You take off like this, and there was Iñaki running on the other side with you. So what stops you from getting that one
ball
to
with
win
Mustafa
it?
inside the penalty area, tries to make the cut back, but Salisu makes the block. Jiku finds Gideon Mensah, back to Partey, clever from the captain. Thomas Partey switches play, he finds Joseph Pencil, but Djigu Diarra read his lines beautifully, and he will clear his lines. Caleb tries hardly to win possession, but Gasu wins possession. He comes in central. He finds Dumbia. Dumbia gets to Kamara. Kamara on the ball. Kamara with a quick one. Sebo wins possession. Thomas Partey, not the best of clearances, but it drops to Kamaldeen. Kamaldeen looking at Gideon Mensah. Mensah with the ball. Comes in central. Clever left foot from Gideon Mensah. Gideon trying to move, and that's a quick ball from Alou Dieng after the recovery. Nene Douglas runs into Thomas Partey, and Partey is going to get a yellow card. Thomas Partey gets himself a yellow card.
he was right on that occasion to do that. You have to take one for the team. Because Nene George, the moment he wriggled onto his favorite left foot, center of the pole, he can catch you off guard. So you just need to foul him. But on the attacking phase of play, about 2 minutes ago, if you look at what Kamaldeen Sulemana did, and that has been the weakest part of his game, the decision making in the final third.
Kwesi Sebo will go off, and the applause is impressive for the real Oviedo man. Kwesi Sebo off, and Jerome Opoku comes on to replace him.
A good first day, if you ask me. 1 or 2 mistakes, but it is allowed. But on the whole, I think that he's shown the quality that he also can add to that midfield of the senior national team, and he deserves those applause. A good game he's had in a rather physical environment like this on your first day. And like I said earlier, you either get it right or you lose it. And I think that he's been out on a very good footing with the senior national team.
Ghana holding on to the substitution because there is a player down. Alexander Jiku.
That's the right thing to do. If someone is down, you don't need to pull the play, because I think that will be the last substitution. Because they're supposed to do 5 substitutions in 3 windows. And if Jiku says I'm okay to play, then they have to hold on to the substitution.
Jiku. Alexander Jiku. Otoado and the rest of the technical team trying to find out whether they should make the change, but it doesn't look like Sebo is going to come off. It looks like Jiku rather would go off, and Jerome Opoku will come on to replace him. It doesn't look too good for Jiku.
I'm just hoping it's not an injury that will make him sit out after this game. He's not looking too good, and the Jiku that we all know that always loves to play and has agreed to sit out, then it means he could be in some level of pain. But I'm just hoping that it's nothing too grievous that he cannot get over in time to get back to club football.
Alexander Jiku goes off. Jerome Opoku takes his place. Dumbia with the delivery inside the penalty area. He misses it. And that was cleared by Thomas Partey. Benjamin Asari. And he goes down. And the referee will call for medics to attend to him as he instructs that he is still looking at the time. 5 more minutes, 4 minutes to end the game.
That was the question I was asking. For how long? Benjamin Asari just had to miss a step, and if not for Partey at the right place at the right time, these Malians would have equalized. We need to just get the ball out of our area. I'm sure Asari is down just to calm tempers, because at this point in time, if they should continue, they'll keep attacking them. We have not had the best of play in the last 20 minutes. Why we decide to defend, I just don't know.
Why he decided that you should be confident enough if you're coming for the ball in your goalkeeper's area.
Well, it was a whole lot of bodies in front of him, and he had to be brave. He duly stepped up, tried to pull the save, but he fumbled with the ball. The ball dropped, but Thomas Partey, right place, right time to clear the ball out of the danger zone for the Black Stars. But Kevin, if you look at the approach of the Black Stars in the last 25 minutes, it has not been the best. It has been the Malians. The bigger chunk of the ball was played in the half of the Black Stars, and we've just been clearing one danger after that, and the Malians keep coming back to us. But for how long can we continue sitting on the tenterhooks? For how long would the Black Stars decide to give them the ball and allow them to play? It's not the best approach. We've seen that in matches against Comoros. We lost in Comoros. We've seen that in matches against Chad. In the last 15 minutes, they came back to equalize right at the death. And they've not picked a clue from this. You were playing your normal game. After scoring, why will you go and sit down?
Game continues as Benjamin Asari is up on his feet, and it's going to be a throw-in for Ghana. Nene Douglas has to get up because the referee is not whistling for a foul. And the referee has signaled to his fourth official. I'll be waiting for the number of minutes. Caleb Renchi throws it. Long one looking for Joseph Penso. Aliu Diengwen's possession. But Mali will concede a throw-in. Waiting for the time that will be added on. Mali. Also Africa.
Actually, the officials, the ref is for Ghana, the linesman, and the center ref is for Mali. And they did it on that particular occasion because they felt like the linesman wasn't doing them justice.
Game continues with a quick ball now to find Fofana. Fofana will send a long one in. Salisu wins the aerial tussle. Joseph Pencil finds Thomas Partey. Pencil picks up the return. Joseph Pencil. Very good run. Joseph Pencil. Come out. This Suleiman and he shoots wide. He misses it. Was that the best option?
Well, it's shocking, Joseph Pencil. Look, Inaki Williams was all left alone at the other side of the penalty box. Just give him the ball, and he decided to give it to Kamaldeen Sulemana.
But
This is
like
shocking.
even Pencil himself could have continued up front. You're brought down, free kick, worst case scenario, maybe you get to the box area, get a penalty, and then we are gone.
6 more minutes to be played as instructed by the fourth official. Mali in possession. Dumbia gets the ball to Kamara. Kamara rolls it down to substitute. Kamara. Mohamed. Mustafa strong on the ball inside the penalty area. He's been brought down trying to win possession, but he shoots wide and it's going to be a goal kick. Mali wanted a penalty for
Ghana
him.
living dangerously on that occasion. Mohamed Salisu dragged the striker to the floor. He could have gone anywhere. Ghana were left out of the hook by the central referee. And look at the technical team. Look at the bench of them. They are very, very aggressive, and they don't want to.
That was it there. Very much livid. The Malian technical team. Goal kick. Benjamin Asari. A long one in there from Kamara. Not too far. Kwesi Sebo. He wins possession. He finds Kele Yurenchi. Yurenchi goes to the back. And that's a very good defensive cover there. Caleb Yurenchi, and referee whistles for a foul there against Caleb. Free kick to be taken. Alu Dieng. Jigu Diarra wants it. Dieng plays it quickly to Jigu Diarra. Diarra comes to Fofana. Fofana gets the ball down the left hand side. He finds his captain. Alu Dieng. Dieng. Over the halfway line. And it's Alu Dieng. Dieng to Kamara. Kamara. Back to Fofana. Fofana just before the halfway line. Sent in a long one. Kwesi Sebo breaks it down for Thomas Partey. Not the very best of passes. Fofana quickly. And it's Jerome Opoku with a header. And Caleb continues with it. Mali still in possession. Musa Silla lays it for Kamara. Mohamed brought down the controller drive. A low drive from Gasu Diarra and Benjamin Asari. Very agile goalkeeping from him.
He saw it all the way through, and the way he handled it. Look at the applause from the fans. The fans love Benjamin Asari. He has done a decent job ever since he became the #1 goalkeeper of the Black Stars. And the Black Stars need to come out now and play a little to take the steam out of the Malians. They keep throwing the ball at the Malians. The Malians keep coming back.
They continue to throw it and the Malians keep coming back. A quick ball now from Silla. Silla leaves it down for Ali Dieng. Dieng to Gasu. Gasu sends in a very good delivery. Benjamin Asari comes out and he punches it away. Rolled out to Kamara and he shoots wide. Benjamin Asari. He's had a decent game.
Dangerous moment, but yes, Benjamin Asari knows when to calm the game down, where to get the steam out of everybody. But I think that in the last minutes of this game, he's really being tested and he has really stood up to the occasion. But the Stars have not done themselves a lot of good in the last 25 minutes of this game. That is, if this is how we are going to go on and play the last 2 games, we need to really rethink. You don't get a goal and sit deep and get all the missiles being thrown at you in this manner.
94 minutes played, 2 more minutes out to be played from the 6, which were added. Ghana 1, Mali 0, and a shout of USA, USA, USA. Why are they not saying Mexico, Mexico, Mexico? Nobody wants to go to Mexico.
The most important thing, the one you can mention easily, is the USA.
Game continues. And it's a long ball coming in. And ball drops for Nene Douglas. Clever attack from him. Douglas down the right hand side. Douglas sent in a delivery. Mustafa jumps side, but he couldn't have the best of connections. Caleb Classy. Alu Dieng. Fofana. And he gives the ball to Kwesi Sebo. To Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey looking for the run of Kamaldeen, but that was a poor ball. Played back to Djigu Diarra. Diarra weighing his options. Sent in a long one. Mustafa. Can he latch onto that? He waits it. But Ghana pick it up. Jonas Ajeti sends it wide. And it's picked up by Fofana. Fofana with the ball back inside the penalty area. But Ghana, Gideon Mensah will come out to claim. Not too far. Gasu, Kwesi Sebo. Joseph Peso. Clever attack from Joseph Peso. Joseph Peso on the run. Iñaki Williams. Joseph Peso. Kamaldeen Sulemana wanted. Joseph Peso. Kamaldeen Sulemana. Joseph Peso and release it for Kamaldeen Sulemana. And Kamaldeen will get the ball out to the halfway line. Gideon Mensah to Mohamed Salisu. And Salisu with a wild one for Joseph Peso, and he's been flagged offside. Westful
from the Black Stars. The decision making on top of the pitch has been terrible. They are just supposed to be calm and combine beautifully on top of the pitch. But I don't know why they are allowing everything to get to them. And it's not looking good. If we keep playing with fire, the Black Stars keep playing with fire. See, they are just kicking the ball to anywhere, and it is not going to work.
Anywhere, and it's not going to work according to Blackgate. Game continues. Kamara with that delivery. Benjamin Asari picks it up. Wonderful save from him. And that will be the end of the 90 minutes. And the Black Stars, once again, have gotten the win over Mali. Since 2013, the Malians have failed to get a victory over Ghana. And the South of USA continue. Ghana 1, Mali 0.
Well, that sums up the happiness in the stands. That sums up the mood of the players. And look, the entire country is happy. Ghana is happy.
You can hear the chant.
This is the knockout blow to Mali. Mali officially are out for the run-in to qualify to the 2020 FIFA World Cup. It's advantage the Black Stars. October's games will be crucial. Now we go back on top of the league with 3 maximum points ahead of Madagascar and Comoros. They are chasing us, but we need to come to the Denny at Accra Sports Stadium. We will play Central African Republic. It's looking advantage Ghana, Abigail.
A very dangerous game we've had, especially in the second half, having to drag our feet through the mud and make sure we get ashore safe and sound. And we've done it. 1-0 at this point in time. You think to yourself and ask yourself that however it came, the Stars have been able to do the job. Assignments completed. At least at this point in time, we can rest and wait for the last 2 games to take themselves out. It turns out, I'm sure the Stars know that this is a way we have lifted ourselves up again to be in the gunning towards USA, Canada, Mexico 2026. Good game from the Stars, and I have loved Mohamed Kudus reaching deep, making us know why we love him all over again. I feel that the Stars have done the needful, and we can only say a very big thank you to them and to the fans that have showed up in their numbers to make sure that they cheered from the blast of the whistle to the very end. And this is what we have. Ghana 1, Mali 0.
The Black Stars did it in grand style here at Accra Sports Stadium. It was scrappy in the last 25 minutes, but they were able to hold their own to close out the game at the end of 90 minutes. Congratulations to Ghana as a country. We look forward to the remaining 2 games against Central African Republic and the last day of qualifiers against Comoros here at Accra Sports Stadium.
All right, Blackgate. As you can hear the chants, the reactions here, the atmosphere is charged. You can hear the USA chants, USA, 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 and you can see Ghana is in jubilate. Sir, what are the reactions? Are you impressed with the Ghana Black Stars performance today?
Oh yeah, the Malians, they are not a bad side at all.
The Malians did very well.
All right.
And in the first half, you saw the Malians; they were just defending on a low block.
Yes.
That was the way. That was the main reason why Ghana were dominating the first half.
Yes.
But after conceding the first goal in the second half, they came in strongly.
Sure.
That was the place Ghana went back to defend.
Also did a low block.
Yes.
And we did it quite well.
Yes, and we defended very well. This was actually what happened in Chad.
Yeah.
We should have won that Chad game.
Yeah.
If we defended like this in Chad, we could have gotten that points. Let's congratulate our boys. They did very well, and they need to be congratulated.
All right, thank you very much. The boys need to be congratulated. It was a hard-fought win. They ground out that particular win, and a very, very hard-fought win. Still getting reactions from the fans. Hello, sir. Please, were you impressed with the performance today from the Black Stars?
Actually, not the best of performance you want to see from the national team.
Why so?
You see, the Malian dominated the game. Because the Malian have a very strong team.
Yes.
Considering their game they played before this game, considering only 1 goal in 10 games, and scoring over 15 goals in that game tells you they have a strong. You see, their coach has been in this terrain for a very long time. The last 4 jobs he's done. It's all on this continent. So they've had a very good team. So I'm not surprised they gave Ghana a tough match.
All right, sure. They definitely gave Ghana a tough match. It was a hard-fought win from the Black Stars. Were you impressed with the low block after the Ghana Black Stars went ahead in the game? Some people complain about Otuado's tactics. Today we had a very defensive tactics after the first goal. Did it work out for us? Yes, we did. But were you impressed with the tactical display?
Actually, what mattered most is Ghana getting the 3 points. That will take us to USA, as I'm about to say.
And so, how we got it, you don't care?
No. You know, sometimes you need to play an ugly game to get a result. It's not about always playing beautiful football. If you understand the game, sometimes you need to be tactically bad to make sure you get your 3 points. Although Otuado was one of the best of tactics today, because the Malian dominated the midfield.
Yes,
I have always said, if you want to beat Mali, don't let them control the game. Today they control the game, and we are fortunate they were not critical enough to get a goal again. But in all, what matters most is Ghana getting the 3 points. I'm happy for that.
In all, what matters most is Ghana getting the 3 points, and those are the reactions from the fans. Sir, hello, sir. Hello. Were you impressed with the Ghana performance today? Hello, sir. Hello. Good evening, sir. I want you to give me your impressions about the Ghana Black Stars performance today. Were you impressed with the boys' performance today?
It was an improved performance over what we saw a few days ago in Chad.
All right.
They seem ready for this game.
Sure.
I'm really impressed. And they're fighting for the loot for the 50-50 balls and stuff. So it's an improved performance, and we'll take the win. We hope for better results in the next 2 games.
All right, it is an improved performance, and we will definitely take the win. No matter how the win came, we will definitely take the win. Sir, what were your impressions after Ghana took the lead? We went into a low block. We became very, very defensive for the last 20 minutes of the game. And we were on 10 hooks. Some were sitting on pins. It was very uncomfortable, but it was a hard-fought, grind-out win. How did you?
Okay, I think in the first half we were quite defensive. I think, you know, when you are playing a big opponent, you show respect. Even though we are playing at home, we needed to know what they were trying to tell and know how to defend against it. Lo and behold, we got a goal from a corner. We entered a low block game. But I mean, in top games, a win is a win. One, you know, it's all about the 3 points. So we had it today. It's not all about playing nice. At this point, we just need to guide our win. Because of what happened in the last game, we just needed the 3 points and we got it.
All right, sir. So, with regards to this particular experience, you can hear the chant USA, USA, USA. Ghana is looking forward to finishing their last 2 games with a particular win, and definitely we are certified that we will be in USA, Canada, and Mexico for the 2026 World Cup. Thank you very much, sir, for your results. So, as you can see, the fans are here to give a standing ovation to the boys. Yes, the players are getting a Warriors. Congratulations from the fans. Sir, how did you see the game?
Oh, the game was fantastic, my brother. The game was fantastic.
You enjoyed the game?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Tactically, how did you see Otuado's performance today?
Oh, he didn't try that much, but it's good.
All is good.
Yeah.
All you know is we have got the 3 points and we are going to USA.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Still taking some reactions from the fans. Hello, good evening.
Hi.
How did you see the game today? What were your impressions about the game? Did you enjoy the game?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Who are some of the stand-up players for you? Which players really stood out for you?
Kudus, and Semenyo.
Semenyo, Kudus and Semenyo stood out for you.
Yeah.
You really enjoyed the game?
Yeah, I did. I'm so excited.
You are so excited?
Yes.
You are excited about the USA?
Yes, USA. I am. I'm really excited.
Well, your visa is ready, eh?
Yeah, my visa is ready.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. We'll be there. You want? I hear you shouting Canada. You are going to Canada. Your Canada visa is ready.
Oh, in the process, you say that. Then for win this match, you understand me? Then we win a match. Then we go start to do the process.
All right.
But they say me at the game TV.
Okay.
So right now, no. Then what I might be saying that Malika, then we for do a for charge. But what happened? So the Mali be the main thing. But God, inshallah, God do up. But I know the truth be say Otoado they go go.
So regardless of our win today, you still think that Otoado is not tactically fit to be the head coach of Ghana?
He is not. And if you look at the,
why are you saying that? What did you see in this game that makes you feel that no, Otoado is the wrong choice for us?
Okay, first of all, I'm an analyst. You
all
understand me? So, first of all, the first lineup.
All right.
Jordan shouldn't be playing at left wing. You
Okay.
understand me? He started Jordan at left wing. Semenyo through the middle. We all know Jordan is not a pacey player. So Jordan needs to be in the middle. He has a good link-up play. We saw that when he assisted Semenyo, he missed a chance. So you put Jordan in the middle, you put Semenyo on your left. So you allow Semenyo to overlap, get the ball to Jordan. You understand me? So yes, he got it wrong. Second half, he had opportunity to correct that. And he wanted to bring in, what's the first guy? Kamadi Sulemana. Jordan was already tired.
Right.
So if you want to make a change, you take out Jordan, who is tired.
All right.
And we know Kudus has played as a false nine before in Ajax.
All right.
So take out Jordan, then have Kamadi on the left, put Kudus in the middle.
All right.
Then you have Antoine Semenyo on the right side. But he took out Semenyo. And you understand me?
It was quite shocking when you took out Jordan and Kudus at the same time. But I want to ask a question. I noticed something in this particular game, and it has been mind-boggling for a minute. So I want to ask you, why do you think that our forward players or our attackers find it difficult anytime Inaki Williams is in a game? Whether it's Kudus, Semenyo, Kamaldeen, Joseph Penso. We saw it today, evidently.
2 times.
They always drive the ball away from Inaki. Why is it that they find it difficult to pass the ball to Inaki Williams?
Honestly, I was literally saying to a friend, a colleague here, that Inaki deserves better. Because you remember the first instance. The first one was when Kamadi was through on him. He could have passed it to him.
He was the only person.
He was the only person. Someone told me Kamadi didn't see him. Kamadi plays for Atalanta. You are telling me you train with this coach.
He was actually going there and he switched
there. So why don't you just switch and pass? That is not okay. Joseph Penso also had the ball.
The same thing.
He was going to the right
side twice.
He had the ball. Inaki was on the right
was
side.
Wide open.
He was on the right foot where he can shoot to the far side. He gave it to Kamaldeen. Kamaldeen, you could be a sensible player. Get the ball, lob it to the far side for him. But he decided to play at outside Keller. You are not Mbappe.
There was even a third one where he took the ball. Joseph Penso did a 10, took the ball all the way from the midfield and drove all the way to come out this side, leaving
Inaki.
I don't understand why. I think we really need to find a solution to this problem. Because we have like 4 or 5 attackers, no matter who is on the field at that point in time. When Inaki Williams is on the field and is making all the surging runs, they always ignore the runs. I don't understand why that keeps happening.
And honestly, I feel like I don't know. You know, we've always said, you know, the outsider mentality where he's an outsider.
And I feel like it's really showed today. Today, it really showed. It showed. It was as if they had an issue with him.
Yeah.
The way it came out, it looked like if I was Inaki Williams, I don't think I would be conversating with them in the dressing room, when we go back to the locker room, when we go back to the hotel. I don't think I would have that relationship with them after what we saw today. The whole stadium reacted to these things.
Do you remember Mo Salah and Sadio Mane?
Obviously.
For me, at one point, I understood Sadio Mane. So when it gets to a point, action needs to be done.
Yes.
If Inaki had reacted in a way, Ghanaians will address that. And then finally it will stop. We've seen it over and over.
It keeps happening.
3 times.
It keeps happening.
3 times.
I've heard ex-players talk about it. I heard Asamoah talk about it. I've heard Ajimambedi talk about it. I've heard ex-players who watch the game. when you're a tactical person or a technical person, when you see the game, you keep on seeing that anytime the striker makes a surging run,
you're supposed to lay it to him.
Just leave him. And we see him week in, week out doing it for Atletico Bilbao. Every
gets
time,
it.
I can bet you that this next weekend, Inaki Williams
he's going to get a goal. He's going to get a
from this same surging runs. I don't know why.
The coaching's idea. You see, that is why I love the German football.
All right.
If you watch the German football, pass it to the player who has the better chance to score.
It's quite funny that Otoado is also German trained. Well,
he got a wrong training. Probably was asleep when we were teaching him.
Well, he says that when he makes his tactical decisions, it's only Jurgen Klopp and Arteta who are able to advise him on that particular one. So unfortunately, we cannot comment on that. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Hello, sir. Were you impressed with the game, the performance on the Black Stars?
I am very, very impressed, sir. I am very, very happy. Kudus, man of the match.
Man of the match for
Man
Kudus.
of the match for Kudus.
You are really impressed. Senior player, Kudus.
Kudus.
Who, apart from Kudus, which other standout player today?
Kwesisibo.
Kwesisibo.
That guy. Real Biado player.
Yes.
I love him. That player.
Kwesisibo
be an outstanding player.
Yes, an outstanding player. His first appearance for the Black Stars, and everybody who was at the stadium today loved his performance throughout the 90 minutes. Kwesisibo has really done well. I was really impressed. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So Sporty TV, Sporty FM, 106.1, your voice of sports. We came to you here, the center of attraction, Accra Sports Stadium, Ghana versus Mali. It ended in Ghana 1, Mali 0. It was a wonderful game. Thank you.